Alright, and here we are, chat. Everything's working good. And we're finally about to start the expedition. Left off at the perfect point last time. We're all ready to go. Expedition will be a long journey. You should stock up on items. You ready to go? Yep. Incidentally, you may not bring members of your team that aren't members of the guild. I know. Good. You appear to be in full readiness. When the other apprentices assemble, I shall commence the briefing. Until then, just wait. Here we are, chat. All accounted for, it appears. Well then, let me explain about this expedition. First, the objective. Exploration of Fogbound Lake. Fogbound Lake. Correct, it is a lake that is said to be located far to the east. However, it is perpetually enshrouded by a dense fog. As such, its actual existence has never been confirmed. It is merely the foggy mirage of a spot that lives to this day on rumor alone. It is also rumored a treasure of exquisite beauty is hidden there. Wow, treasure? We're going on a treasure hunt? This is so exciting. Oh, yeah, it'll be fun, fun, fun. Chahaha. Everyone, please open your wonder maps, please. First off, this is where Fogbound Lake is said to be. As an uncharted territory, the area is shown under a cloud cover. Our guild is here. As you can see, the lake is at a considerable distance from the guild. Therefore, we will encamp at the foot of the highlands here. That will serve as our base camp. If we were to travel all at once in a single group to the base camp, our mobility would be restricted. The strategy is to split up into several groups and travel to the base camp. I shall announce these groups now. The first group is Sunflora, Loudred, Diglett, and Croagunk. You guys, you'd better not hold me back. You should talk. Next group is Dugtrio, Chimecho, and Corfish. We're a solid group. I promise to try my best. Hey, hey, likewise. Let's see. Guildmaster and I shall travel as a pair. This is acceptable, yes? Oh, I have to go to with Shatot? Oh, that's so boring. Please don't be difficult. This is a key element of our strategy. Meanie. Our guest, Team Skull, should travel independent of us as their own group. Understood. Chahaha. And the final group is Coco, Asprey, and Bidoof. We're in the same group? I hope I can keep up. Yep, yep. Same here, Bidoof. Well then. Everyone, let's get to it and move out. Hooray! We just gotta take care of Bidoof now. And thus, the guild's expedition party began making its way toward Fogbound Lake. According to plan, the party was split into designated groups. And Asprey, Coco, and Bidoof's group plotted its course. The group settled on a route along the seacoast to reach the base camp. Would you like to save your adventure? Let's go, chat. Let's go. Chapter 7, The Guild's Big Expedition. This is the big moment we've been waiting for. Ooh. Let me just up the volume a bit so we can appreciate this game's music more. You see. Here we go. Wow, the sea's right up this way, Asprey. And look at this cliff. Yep. I reckon this is looking more and more like a true expedition. Path ahead surely will get tricky. Just what real explorers like to see. I'm like getting into voices today. Don't mind me. And this here is something we known to all us explorers. It's a Kangaskhan rock. Kangaskhan rock? Yes, sirree, you heard right. There's Kangaskhan rock. Kangaskhan rock lets you stow and take out items, lets you save a record of your progress. It's a real help to travelers. Well, I haven't had much of a chance to use Kangaskhan rocks. Reckon I shouldn't ought to talk like a big shot. Gulp! I just want to say again that this here's my first expedition. I'm feeling kind of nervous, by golly. That goes for us, too. We're all beginners at this. Let's just do our best. Let's have a look at the wonder map. This is where we are now. We're supposed to join up with everyone at the base camp. The way's over here. So as a first step, we should try reaching this spot. Want to try reaching here as a first objective? Yep, I agree with that. Coco's acting like a leader. Didn't notice it before. Must be the excitement from exploring that's bringing it out. But Coco, who was so timid before, is trying so much harder. Yes, Coco is getting stronger and more confident bit by bit. Oh, huh. Huh? Problem? If you look closely, there are 2 entrances. Huh? Now that is mighty vexing. What do we do, Asprey? Which way should we go? Should we go to the dungeon or not the dungeon? Okay, Craggy Coast it is. Alright now. Let's all work together as one and get this done. By golly. The side path only exists in case, like you're really... Say, like, someone really young has no idea what they're doing, and they just need a place to go grind. That's what the side path is, because you can't go back to town, right? Okay, I got Force Palm on. Do I still have Link moves on? Extra experience from doing that, so let's take care of it. Don't need this stuff here. Grind and item farming, yeah. Since you can't go back to town, they just gotta... They put something there as, like, a failsafe, I guess. Ooh, Groudon. Already. You're not so squishy. 159. Give him the link. Get you a quick attack. Level 14. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Nice. Little round friend. I can't quite tell if your sprite looks different. Bidoof's also level 14. Around the expected level, I guess. Alright, Krabby, you're nothing. You're all washed up and nothing to worry about. Get over here, you. Okay, buddy. Oh, no, you didn't. Having none of that right now. Oh, great. Oh, the boxes. Right, those can start appearing now, right? Oh, Kecleon. Reviver Seed. How much money I got? 126. I ain't getting that. Blast Seed. Yeah, forget about that. I don't remember how long any of these dungeons are. We'll just have to see. It's in the center. Oh, dead end. Oh, Bidoof got separated. Poor little friend. I need a way to get in the middle there. Come on. You idiot. Why would you do that? Bow Seal Orb. Hang on. Makes enemies pause. So, Foe Seal is now the new Petrify Orb, right? Because the Petrify Orb now only affects one opponent, I believe. Item that affects all enemies in the room with pause status. Pokemon with pause stops moving, observes what's going on for a while. Or is this different than being petrified, I guess? Different. Oh, I can't keep up with this stuff. It's still weird to me how they changed the Warp Orb. That bothered me a lot. Paused is a different status. Okay. I'm gonna be needing money, apparently, so let's gather it. Oh, no, you didn't. Well, that's not good. Hang on, give me that. Well, there's Dratini's here. I'm not able to recruit anybody on this mission. I'm pretty sure. Like, it won't even let me. I got a couple of recruits so far. Bidoof won't do anything but stand there being Bidoof. By golly, he's just useless. Okay, save the gummies. Great. Oh, right. Can hit my partners with that now. Should've just been throwing pebbles. Okay, so far so good. I'll put the boxes and the gummies and the Kangaskhan statue after. Perfect. Still got plenty of those, jeez. Orange gummies good for me. Oh, give me a break. You're gonna cause me some trouble here. Wait a second, quick attack now cuts corners? I just realized that. Was it always able to do that? I don't think it was. Hang on. Alright, no more items, let's just go. It was always a thing? Okay, I didn't realize quick attack could. Well, it's not like it's something that comes up too often. Max elixir. There we go. How close are we to next levels? 2,100, 1,400. Coco's gonna get the level ups first, but that's okay. So I ended last episode by going to Spin Disc Cafe with a bunch of my gummies. And that gave me some solid stat boost before this part, so I'm not too worried. Great. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to open up the menu and use quick attack. Oh, whatever. He's dead. May as well farm experience. These guys aren't so bad for it. Dainty box. Two-tile attacks always cut corners in the older games. They did not make the distinction until Gates of Infinity. Alright. Apple. Regular apple should be fine for now. I hope. Warp Seed. Don't need Warp Seeds too much because, like, it'll just separate me from my partner if I'm the one eating them, right? Okay, 107. So far, so good. Okay, weird. I think it was because I held R button there. I couldn't move to the left. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Get over here, Vulpix. Vulpix as a partner is very wholesome. It's a very cute little Pokemon, isn't it? Critical hits. Alright, next floor. Very few moveset changes in this game. Or you talked about going to Gates to Infinity. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll get to the 3DS ones eventually. Oh, we're out. Nice. Phew. By golly, I reckon we're finally through. Yes, but we're still quite far from base camp. Let's look at the Wonder Map. Audio not too loud, chat? This must be where we are. Base camp's here. I reckon we got ourselves a lot closer. Not far now. Across this mountain, we'll reach the base camp. Oh, whoops, that was my belly growling. Haha, us too. We start climbing the mountain now. I think it'll be night before we finish. You want to call it a day? We can rest here tonight. I agree completely. Then let's eat. Yeehaw! He actually says yeehaw. I wasn't prepared to do a loud yeehaw. I don't want to be too annoying with that. Next morning. Alright, gang, we have to get moving. That was a little unnecessary, wasn't it? Crossing this mountain's gonna take us to the base camp. Yep. Let's get it done. Alright, what would you like to do? Check storage, store. I don't need to carry this with me. Put the gummies away. Don't need these boxes at all. guess I'll put the warp seed away too. Pearl. I wish I could just sell this, but... Well, storage... You have a limit on storage, right? That's what people said. So I'm gonna just trash the stuff I know I'm not going to use. This should be fine for now. I'm not gonna use the sticks. I'll just keep the pebbles. Do that. All we gotta do now is cross over this here mountain. Then we'll be at the base camp. Yep. Let's do it. Make a quick save. Not that it's really gonna matter, but... Yeah, I can keep it and recycle, but... I don't want my storage cluttering up and having to get rid of recycle a bunch of things later. Ready? All set. Mount Horn or Rock Path. Alrighty, let's roll out. Let me get a drink here. Hang on. Quick attack. Why would you use Defense Curl, you idiot? Wait, did that say it rose sharply? Defense Curl raises it sharply in this game? Huh. That's weird. Can I... Nope, can't check its moves. Oof, I'm not feeling all perky right now. He has Simple? Oh, right. I kind of forgot about that. Nope. Summary. It won't let me see his real stats. Alright then. Oranberry, the real one. Let me just hit you with this. 125. Picked up a Sky Gummy. Oh, you. You're not scary anymore. Okay, you are annoying, though. There's a Pecha Berry right there, so it's fine. Sky Gummy. Pecha Berry heals poison or badly poisoned Pokemon. This music sounds like something from, like, an N64, like, item is question mark. Okay. Sounds like something from an N64 Mario Party map. Doesn't it? I hear it. It's just what I hear. Okay. Combo. Pokeball level 15. 2. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, no reason to linger around. Great, more poison. Let's take that Link experience. Hang on. Yeah, my Link 1's set. Beautifly. I feel like I've barely seen this sprite, even in the last game. 171. Nice. Sleep Seed. Alright, let's go. You gotta hoard your inventory with items you may never use. Check up here. Okay, I took a chance, and it looks like I found a good TM and Gummy. Too bad I don't have a Grass Starter. Can't use this. Pokemon can learn a new move. Faint. This is probably extra bad. Extra bad in this game. You don't need that. You really don't need that. There are some moves they shouldn't even bothered programming into this. Let's see how much I can get from you. There's a box. Get over here, you. These will take the kill. Apple, we eat. We get moving on. Oh, okay, there's a lot here. Hang on. I can quick attack through my allies. Okay, you're waking up. Just shed skin there. This is fine. Embargo. Embargo? What am I gonna do with embargo? Move inflicted by the target Can't use items. This is not something that me as the player, I'm not going to be able to use. This is like an annoy the player stat, not a help the player. Wait, what? Oh. It bug bite and ate my gummy. You're insufferable. I hate that. Oh, Venomoth's here too. Good. Let's take him out. Well, I missed that. No Silverwind here. No Silverwind, bro. Well, that didn't work out. Well, you tagged him with Link experience, so that works. Can I hit him, please? Alright, time to move on. Purity Forest, the story dungeon. Alright then. Let's try this. Are you gonna come here or what, bro? Okay, there we are. Oh, Pineco. Pineco looks like it has a different color for its sprite. Ah, oh, no experience because it died to recoil. Alright, let's take it out. Burn it! Yeah. I'll teach it from existing. Okay. You know what? I'll take out you. No, I want to use Bite. One Pebble, 186. Let me check what I need for next level. 2,600, 1,700. Getting there. Let's press B button to open thing. I definitely want the money. I keep doing that. I have it set. Wish I could one-shot with these things, but that's okay. How much is Venomoth even giving me? 175. That's actually pretty good for Link stuff. Transfer. Let me confirm this does the same thing. I'm paranoid now. Transforms Pokemon. Transform the target to a different Pokemon. Okay, it's exactly the same. Oh, hi Aerodactyl. Why are all the Purity Forest Mons here? I'm kind of concerned about that. Let me get some Link experience off you. $186. Power Band. Nah. Okay, do this. Whatever. I want the Link. All my nightmares have come back to hurt me. I don't really... Do I want the Spurn Orb? What if I walk into a monster house, right? Let's take a quick nap here, why don't we? What's my hunger at? Belly's at 50. Oh, this is gonna be fine. Alright then, let's do this! Rough him up. I don't think he's got anything I need. Max Elixir. It can't hurt me. I wonder if I should save the TM for Bullet Seed and just put it in the Kangaskhan storage. I should sell it. Hang on, I should sell him the Embargo TM. Hang hang on, what else do I got? I won't need this. Do this. I really should just get rid of some items here. Alright, let me see. Transfer, I might need that for some endgame nonsense when I'm, like, recruiting. Oh, that's like nothing, bro. That's nothing. I guess I'll just take this since there's pressure mons now. Always delighted to be of service. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for now. Wait, what? What? You found hidden stairs, and enticing scent lingers in the air. What in the world could these lead to? Alright. Secret bazaar. Still tile-based movement. Hee hee, hello. Well, this is Mime Jr.'s spa. For just 100, I'll restore your PP, HP, and even your belly. What do you think? Would you like to try it? So, chat, quick question. Can the secret bazaar appear in Destiny Tower? You're gonna leave? Come back anytime you feel like relaxing. This might be what saves it. No? Alright then, I guess I shouldn't get too comfy with it. Good afternoon and congrats, you found the secret bazaar. I'm Curlia, the bazaar guide. Feel free to explore the shops here. Hello and welcome, explorers. I've got some wonderful, wonderful grab bags here. You never know what's inside. Try one and see. Only 100 to find out what's inside. Oh boy. Wonderful. I've gone entire playthroughs without even seeing this once. I'm Shedinja, the escape guide. I know a secret way out of the dungeon. If you give me 100, I'll show you how to get out. No, that's not needed. Alright then, come find me if you ever want to escape the dungeon. Blue, you have item to have gotten thicky. I'll clean up the item in your treasure bag for 100. So, for 100, I'll give him one of my sticky items and he'll lick it clean. Okay. Wah, come back anytime your item gets sticky. Alright, let's try one of these. This doesn't seem that great. This right here is a wonderful, amazing grab bag. Open the bag. Inside was an oranberry. Wow! Amazing. Worth the 100. Let's get out of here. The expedition missions have a higher chance of showing this. Okay. No, it doesn't matter. Do this. I want to get the link combo on it. Mount Horn, 14. Let's get out of here. Chapter 8, Groudon's Heart. Huff, huff. We did it! We got over Mount Horn! We finally did it. Yes, sirree, we arrived at the base camp. Howdy, folks. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. You are late. Everyone else arrived a long time ago. Ugh. Go set up your equipment. Make haste. Now that everyone's assembled, let's get on to with our strategy briefing. Yes, sirree. What's wrong, Asprey? What's this weird sensation? I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Wait a second. I know this place. Have I been here before? Maybe. Does it have something to do with me before I lost my memory? Come on, come on. We haven't got all day. We have to go. Attention, please. It appears everyone has arrived at our base camp safe and sound. We shall now proceed to the exploration of Fogbound Lake. As you can see, we are in a densely forested area. Somewhere within this forest, Fogbound Lake is supposedly concealed. But so far, there's been nothing more than a rumor. Exploration teams of all stripes have mounted many a challenge, but so far the lake has eluded discovery. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, so is it really there or what? This Fogbound Lake. Silly Corfish. You'll wreck the dream if you say something like that. Yeah, don't spoil things now. Hey, hey. May I? While we were traveling, I heard about a certain legend. A legend, you say? Yes, a legend about Fogbound Lake. According to the legend, Fogbound Lake is home to a Pokemon named Uxie. Uxie? Uxie? I never know how to say it right. The Pokemon is said to be exceedingly rare. You do say it as Uxie? Okay. It's weird, because the Japanese name has like a Y in front of it. That's the only difference. Uxie is said to lock eyes with others and wipe their memories clean. What? Wipe their memories clean? That is why, even if travelers were to happen upon Fogbound Lake, Uxie would wipe their memories clean, thereby muzzling the travelers from revealing the existence of the lake. And that is how Uxie protects Fogbound Lake. I was told such a legend remains. Golly, that's pretty hair-raising tale. What'll I do if my memory is wiped clean? I don't think you have much to worry about. After all, you're so forgetful anyway, you make me go eek. Ahem. You should realize that places of this sort can be expected to have folktale or a legend attached to them. Our guild has overcome difficult challenges and obstacles when conducting successful explorations. Absolutely eek. That's how our guild has earned a reputation for being first class. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Let's believe in the success for this adventure too, and... let's try, let's try! Let's move on with our plan. The Guildmaster and I shall remain here to gather intelligence from the teams in the field. You are to go off in teams to explore the forest. Be aware this forest is enshrouded in a deep fog. Once you enter it, visibility is severely restricted. We think that Fogbound Lake has defied discovery because of this fog. Perhaps there is a way of lifting the fog. Therefore, your search is twofold. 1, search for Fogbound Lake. And 2, find a way to lift the fog. If you accomplish either thing, return to the base camp and tell me or the Guildmaster. If you accomplish either thing, return to the base camp and tell me or the Guildmaster, that is all. Alright everyone, let's give it our best as always. Hooray. Let's all try our best. It'd be nice we made a discovery or two. We'll find the lake, I'm sure of it. I'll be the first to find it. Dad, do you think maybe Fogbound Lake could be under the ground? I was thinking we should try looking underground. Ah, my son, my pride and joy. You make me proud. Let's look underground. Okay, everyone, we're off. Hey, hey, hey! Can't afford the dawdle either. Yep, we need to hurry. There they all go. Off to who knows where. Well then, we should go too, boys. Whoa! There they go. We should go, Dak. We should go too, Asprey. We need to hurry. I know this place. According to the legend, the Pokemon Uxie can wipe clean the memories of others. Are those two things really just a coincidence? Maybe I came here before I lost my memory, and maybe I met Uxie, and he wiped my memory clean. Pretty sure Uxie's not a he. Could that have happened? Hey, Asprey. Why do you keep drifting off like that? It's not like you. Let's get ready quickly and go into the forest like the others. Ah, you two, you haven't yet to leave? Get ready quickly, then be on your way. Ah, by the way, you can use the Kangaskhan Rock to store your items to save your progress. Please try using Kangaskhan Rock to store your inventory, whatever you choose to do. Get ready quickly and head out. Oh, I wish the gang would report in soon. Oh, this is so exciting. Can't speak at all today. Okay, check storage. What do I got here? Store bullet seed. Store the boxes. Save transfer. I got multiple revivers. I should be okay. Grass gummy. That's what I'm gonna get rid of. Perfect. Alright, looks good. Make a quick save. We'll burn all the equipment to set up the Wigglytuff camp. If I go back this way, it doesn't let me. Cozy little campsite. Are you ready? Which way should we go? Foggy Forest or Forest Path? Alright, Foggy Forest it is. Alright, let's roll out. Let's go as adventure. Anyway, maybe the keys to unlocking my memory are here. Fogbound Lake. I may find some answers if Fogbound Lake can be found. What's this? It looks like some kind of stone, I guess. It's red and pretty. It's kind of like a gem, actually. Coco picked up the red stone. Wow, it feels warm. It's like heat is coming from inside the stone. It's weird. Doesn't seem to be lava. What could it be? This could be rare. I'll keep it. Alright, let's roll. Weather has become fog. Electric moves are weakened. I'm glad it actually tells you that now. Also, mysterious undiscovered forest, and there's a bunch of Pokemon here. Classic mystery dungeon. Nice. Level 16. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Alright. Let me just fix this seat here. And probably a good place to just use my scanner orb, because why not? Oh, just that down there and that's it. No one ever uses cherry berries. Ever. This is quite a little bit of a loop. Okay, let's hit it with Bite. $177. Well, that took me a whole lot of nowhere. Oops. 97. Not as many Pokemon popping up in my path here. Is that... Oh, it's Pika Squirrel. 149. They're giving generous... It feels like I'm getting generous amounts of experience points here. 420. 3,600. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Cherubi. Perfect. I'll definitely be getting a level up in this little expedition here. Poison Jab. I wonder if that would be good for me to take. What could I use that on? It would give me coverage for grass types. I can get rid of counter once these moves delink. Yeah, I don't need counter. What am I thinking? Let's get that. I gotta find it though. Bunny. Here we go. 3, 1, 2, 2, 2. All right, now we're taking a ways to get there. Great. I gotta look around for this. I hope it's you. It wasn't you. It was a Zigzagoon that picked it up, right? Where could it be? Well, there's a Gummy. 144. Well, here comes the deers. Perfect. 216, looking good. Where the heck did that Zigzagoon go? Oh, great. Let me do this. I'm gonna see Poison Jab would be nice to kill these things here. Let me just eat a Pecha Berry. Because I really gotta look for it. I don't have a radar on me, no. Noctowl. Please be you. Where did it go? That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? There's a Zigzagoon that picked up a Poison Jab, TM. Okay, there it is. I'll use it after I, use, like, de-link these link moves here and just replace counter. May as well just spam them like there's no tomorrow. I'm getting the most out of my extra experience anyway. I'd rather have the extra move now. I'm actually getting close to another level. Okay. Link moves again when I'm back in town. Max Elixir. Oh, now I got an Elixir, damn it. Can I even learn it? I should. Yep, I can learn it. It'd be good to kill those really annoying grass types. I think Poison Jab's actually pretty good coverage for this right now, yeah. Xi Seed. Let's go. Considering, like, Riolu doesn't get as many moves as Lucario, that's for sure. Like, I'm not going to be getting Aura Sphere during the story playthrough. I could reasonably see myself using Poison Jab for most of the game. Okay. Oh, no you don't. No bunnies running from me. What am I looking at here? I wonder if I should let it last a little bit longer. Link move, I mean, just kind of farm a bit. Okay. Let's throw a rock here. Nice. And we're getting more levels. Can learn a new move. Confuse Ray. I feel like I should probably de-link these and replace Roar. Let's do that. Because Confuse Ray could actually get I could get some use out of that. Roar, not so much when it's on a partner. Because, like, even if Roar finishes, I don't get the... I don't get, like, the, experience. That's what I'm trying to say. Escape. Counter might be helpful during bosses. Not really. I don't think so. I'm looking around for extra stuff to kill. Move next floor. Let me get a drink here. Okay, so far so good. Apple. Cherry berry. And here's where Poison Jab would be useful. Go with that cherry berry. Let me just use them up, get that extra experience. Oh, I'm at the end. Look at all that running water. Could it be from a lake? It's incredible. The water's coming down in waterfalls all over the place. But where are we? Is this the deepest part of the forest? The fog is so thick, I can't tell which way we can go. Hey, hey, hey! Look at Scorefish. Hey, hey, you two find any clues? No, nothing yet. How about you, Corefish? Any luck? I've got nothing here either. Don't let it get you down. But there is something here that's kind of interesting. Interesting. Here, have a look for yourself. Oh, you know, just a statue of Groudon. But, yeah, what is this? I don't know. It seems to be a statue of a Pokemon. But what kind of Pokemon is that? Never seen a Pokemon like that before. Ooh. Hey, there's an inscription here. It's in footprint runes. Let me read it. Reignite the life that burned within Groudon. Then the sky shall blaze with the sun's heat. The path to treasure shall be revealed. Path to treasure? That's incredible. Oh, Asprey. Treasure. Could it mean the treasure of Fogbound Lake? The path to treasure shall be revealed. So this means the secret to finding Fogbound Lake could be hidden right here. Hey, hey, hey! You think so? Hey, hey, now that's a mystery we gotta solve. This part of the footprint runes. This part about life that burned within Groudon. What's this about? So this Groudon, is it the statue? Hey, hey, so we're supposed to figure out what? Ignite the life that was in the statue? Yeah, but ignite the life? How do we do that? Huh? Wait. I know. Touch this statue, Asprey. Maybe you'll see something. I was thinking that too. If it means finding the path to Fogbound Lake, if it means finding the key to my own past, if the answers are held by the statue, you'll do it for us? Asprey touched the statue of Groudon. Sensing anything? It's coming. The dizzy feeling. That's it. It's here. It's here. What was that? Whose voice was that? What again? So soon after the first one. I see. Place the drought stone in Groudon's heart. That lifts the fog. Very well done. Good job, partner. What did I just pick up on? That was different from what I've gotten before. This time I only heard a voice, and I don't know whose voice that was. That voice. Whose voice was that? I didn't even sense what kind of voice it really sounds like. But it still bugs me for some reason. Are you alright, Asprey? Did you see something? What did that voice say? Remember. The voice said... It said, place the drought stone in Groudon's heart. Then said, that lifts the fog. Wait a second. Drought stone? Is that maybe... Huh? What is this? We gotta have a flashback to 5 minutes ago. Looks like some kind of stone, I guess. It's red and pretty, and it's kind of like a gem. Coco picked up the red stone. Wow, it feels warm. Could the drought stone be... Maybe it's the stone Coco found. Oh, here! There's a small hollow in the statue's chest. Did you figure something out? What? The stone I found at the base camp? I should fit that stone into the statue's chest? Sure thing, let's try that. So I should put it into this hollow space. Coco placed the strange stone in the statue's chest. Watch out, everyone! Everyone, we have to get back! Wah! Warfish just not questioning anything that's going on. Hey, hey! Fog's gone. Sky cleared. The sunlight's harsh. Hey, look! Both of you, look up! Hey, hey, what's that? That's what the fog was hiding. It's no wonder that no one's ever discovered Fogbound Lake. We were just wandering around in circles ourselves. Hey, so you're saying Fogbound Lake is up there? Hey, hey, hey! Yes, that's what I think. Fogbound Lake has to be up there. Where is that water coming from to be constantly flowing down like that? Would you like to save your adventure? Save complete. Hey, there's no time to be gawking. I'll let everyone in the guild know. You two go on ahead. Alright, let's move on, Asprey. Onward to Fogbound Lake. Hold it. You brutes. Good job. Oh, you solved the mystery. No longer of any use to us. We'll swipe the treasure thanks to you. You fiends. So that's why you joined the expedition. You planned this all along. Oh, you expected anything less? Sorry to say it, but we'll have to get rid of you right here. We'll make you eat those words. We will never let you reach Fogbound Lake. Oh, you already forgotten about our last showdown? Let me remind you how you lost to Coffin and me. You were destroyed by a noxious gas combo. Gulp. You're destined to fail again. I'm not talking. Take this. Me and Coffin's noxious gas special Well, wait for me. What? Perfect apple, perfect apple. Oh, I finally caught you, my perfect apple. If my perfect apple went away, I would. Oh? Oh? Oh, you two. And my friends, too. Everyone's all together, yay, yay. Guildmaster, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, what am I doing? I was taking a walk in the forest. And my perfect apple went rolling and rolling away from me. So I ran, I'm here. Oh, yes. You two shouldn't be dwaddling here, should you? Huh? You two have a job, don't you? Go explore the forest, right? Go on, off you go. But you don't want to listen to your guildmaster? You don't want to listen to your guildmaster? Boo! Boo! Alright, get exploring. Okay. Let's go, Asprey. Well, good luck. Oh, I hope we get some good news soon. La la la. La 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 la. La la. Guildmaster. Oh, what's the matter, friend? We were just, thinking that we should go explore as well. Oh? Oh, that's alright. I can't trouble my friends like that. We'll let those two do the exploring. Let's wait for the report. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. Hey, Chief, this get real weird. This get real weird. Team Movement's gonna beat us to the prize if we don't do something. What do we do? We gotta do something, boys. We gotta do something. We got no choice. We'll take out Wigglytuff right now. Then we'll chase down Team Moomin. But do you think that'll be all right? Wigglytuff is like creepy. Don't worry about it. He's no big deal. Besides, rumor has it Wigglytuff has an unbelievably precious treasure. Oh, really? Treasure? That's right. I was planning on mugging him for it anyway, so this is the perfect, good opportunity. Hey, Coffin, prepare for the noxious gas special combo. La 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 la. La la la. Wigglytuff's really gonna get it now. No hard feelings. But the great, famous explorer Wigglytuff is finished. Jeez, I wonder how many pieces those guys are going to be cut into. Oh, I see it, Asprey. There, a big fissure is open. It's bubbling water now. We can go in through here, I think. They're so dead. Is that steam? It's gonna be really hot in there. Too late for second thoughts. You're a fire type. Don't complain. Oh, Asprey, I'm about to burst with anticipation. What awaits inside, and what awaits us on the top. I can barely imagine what's in store for us. We're heading to a place where no one's ever gone before. That makes my heart flutter. Let's go, Asprey. Let's go inside and climb upward. Would you like to do? Do I have anything to... I'm gonna use that as soon as I go inside. I don't need all these escapes. Yeah, the gummies I gotta get rid of. That should be fine. Save and continue. Alright, so I'm gonna spam using my link moves, and then I'm going to put Poison Jab on. You can't get Bug Bite and have your TMs taken from you, right? It's only consumables, isn't it? I hope. Ready to go? Only berries and seeds, but they took my gummy, remember? Ariados ate my gummy. Meanwhile, back at the Groudon statue. Hey, Chief. What's going on? Something wrong? Hey, Chief. You've been staring him down for how long now? Come on. Let's you and I give him a double dose of the old noxious gas. You shut your yap, boys. Dear friends, what's wrong? You've been making such scary faces at me. Ah, this guy's tough. Real tough. Oh, I get it. You're trying to make me laugh with silly faces. I bet I can make you laugh too. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Blah blah, blah 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 blah. Come on, Chief. I can't take this. This whole weird scene's freaking me out, man. Oh, okay then. This isn't working. We're out of options. Hey, Wiggly Tough. No, that was the wrong voice. What's this? What's this? What's this? What is it? Hey, no hard feelings, but you're going down. Take this. A noxious gas special. Straight from me and Coffin. Steam Cave, floor 1. It's so hot in here. Look at that, like, layer on top of the steam. That looks cool. Ooh, that did. Wait, did that Sonic Boom just do 20 damage? Okay. Get over here, you. No, you're supposed to walk forward. Level 17, let's go. I'm getting level ups left and right today. Snubble. You're not fairy type yet, but we can do this. Where you run from, bro? I don't remember Snubble having run away. Okay. Farfetch'd. Need a drink here. Thank you, Coco. I need the money. Steam Cave. I was expecting more fire types to be in a place called Steam Cave, not Snubble and Farfetch'd. The duck is cooking itself. Steam Cave, floor 3. I guess I shouldn't be in too much of a rush to use Poison Jab, because, I mean, it's not like I need Poison Jab for the boss or anything. So I guess maybe I should wait until the end of the expedition. Then, by that point, I'll be able to link more moves at Electivire. You could link Bite and Poison Jab, depending on the PP. I need to just stretch slightly. I haven't been doing that enough. Okay. Now, Slugma, that's a Pokemon that makes sense being in here. What's the requirements? 3,000, 1,800. I can realistically get another level if I take my time. Where are you going? Remember the stretch, or else. Oh, Cricketune. That won't help you. 265. Damn, that's good. Good. They're giving out lots of experience in this game. Even if I wasn't using a Link move for it. Okay, still got it. Oh, crap. Forget about it. Patch a Scarf. Patch a Scarf. Could sell those. Apples are good. What's my current item space limit? It doesn't show. Of course it doesn't. Doesn't matter. Oh, okay. That did a little too much for me. Yeah, get out of here, duck. Bite Numel. Gray Gummy. Hang on. Now I'm full. Let me just eat an apple. Gummies are needed for later. Spin to Cafe is good. Spin to Cafe is fantastic. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I got Reviver Seeds. Always got Reviver Seeds. And there it is. Got it leveled up. Too nice. Yellow Gummy. I should definitely hunt that down. That's an interesting dead end. Never seen a dungeon layout do that in my hundreds of hours of playing Blue Rescue Team. Anything up over here? Oh, okay. Fight. Okay, they're almost disconnected. Do I even have elixirs? I think yeah, I got 3 of them. I should oh, I reached the midway point. Now I'm already full anyway. We climbed a long way up. We're getting close to the top. Gru. Hey, what was that? Gru. Just now. Did you hear that? Was it all in my head? Or not? Anyway, let's keep going. Not too far to go now. Alright. Oh, I can't storage here. Okay. I'm gonna keep my... I'm gonna tag the boss with the Link move. So I'll keep it. Get the extra experience from that. I'll put Poison Jab on later. Alright, let's move on. Ooh. Did you hear that? So, that sound wasn't just in my head. It was like some sort of roar. I wonder where it could be. Who can say what's ahead? Oh, we gotta be brave. We need to keep going on. Almost there, I think. So let's do this. Yes, we're nearly there. When we reach the top, we may meet Uxie at last. It may answer my big question. Who am I? That is, who was I before I lost my memory? It reminds me, I still haven't said a word about this to Coco. Yes? What is it? You have something important to tell me. Okay, go ahead. Asprey, confess what happened since arriving at the base camp. I beg your pardon? Ever since we arrived at base camp, you felt as if you know this place somehow. And you also heard about the Pokemon that lives at Fogbound Lake. And that's Uxie, right? And the legends say it takes visitors' memories. So you suspect you've been here before. You think you encountered Uxie and it took your memory. I see. So that's what has been bothering you. Asprey. That settles it. Now we really gotta get to the top. We have to meet Uxie. We have to find out the truth. I wonder what you were like before you lost your memory. If we meet Uxie, maybe you'll get your answers at last. Okay, let's go up, Asprey. Upper Steam Cave, floor 1. Alright. Let's take them out. Don't counter that. Damn, I'm getting so much experience. Okay, level 18. I'm definitely a lot stronger than I was when young me played this game at this point, that's for sure. Blast Seed, Hail Seed, I mean. Let me just throw this away. Take the box. Lots of bug types in this Steam Cave for some reason. Okay, you got him. Good job. Now, what are we looking at for next level? 4,500, 3,000. I'm definitely not getting that here. Maybe off the boss, but we'll see. Bramble's got Intimidate, so physical attacks will do less to it. No, you don't. I'm glad that counter, like, works properly now and gives me the experience points. Because that made it... It was so bad in Blue Rescue Team by not doing that. Bosses don't give you XP in this game. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Damn it. Never mind, then. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. Well, the point still stands. I should just use this Link move while I can here. Alright, let me move here so you can get a piece of the action, too. Flash. Oh, crap. Nice, there's one. Okay, let's use the Link. Oh, crap. Damn it. Oh, don't. That's annoying. Why is this Volbeat messing me up? It's like that one at the beginning of Pokemon Wally version. Alright, there we go. Oh, great. Another one. Practically the same thing, you know what I mean. Alright, now let's get out of here. That was a rough room. Uh-oh. The filter of the steam on top of everything, like, it's just a simple, like, transparent image, obviously, but it looks so smooth, doesn't it? For DS. We can do this. It's a nice little touch here. Okay, we can move on. Okay, this should be fine. Got greedy. 229. Almost to the end, I think. I have no idea how long the upper parts of dungeons in the story take. Should take this. Okay, should be fine. By the way, I was wondering, I assume that, especially since this is Sky, the glitch with recruiting bosses with the Reviver Seed doesn't work anymore, right? That was a thing you could do in Blue Rescue Team, where, if you made a boss walk on a Reviver Seed, and it would revive during the fight, and then you recruit them, it would recruit them with their boss stats instead of their intended stats, so you would have a broken version of the Pokemon. I'm assuming that there's no way it works in this game. They had to have, like, fixed it by Sky at very least. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. I didn't do it in my playthrough, but that's a thing that apparently can happen. I didn't catch it because, like, I mean, who thinks to let bosses walk on Reviver Seeds, right? Level 19. Nice. 2, 2, 2, 2. Now, how close am I? 'Cause apparently I'm getting level anyway. Alright, let me get that level then. Take it out. I need to kill some things. I want to get another level now that I'm this close. Now the boss glitch I'm talking about, like Red and Blue Rescue Team. 440. Counter status faded. Okay, I better do this. Take a step back. Oh, another one. What? I thought for sure that would go for him. Okay, good. Now what am I learning now? Reversal? Nah. Nah. I don't like to plan to be almost dead. Everything's going up a little less now, but I got my level. Just eat one of my orange berries to make space. I'm so used to tapping B button to open up the menu. Endure's kind of comboing Endure with Reversal is not worth like the amount of move slots you gotta take up just for one strat like that. It's really not needed. Oh crap! Hold on. Stamina band. That's something, but I don't really need it. It's hard to starve to death in the story dungeons. Reversal has like 50% accuracy. Damn. That hurts. Okay, good. It looks like I reached the end. Steam Cave Peak. A good old SCP. We've climbed so far up. This place, it feels strange somehow. The very air is charged with tension. It's making my skin crawl all over. I feel like I'm being crushed by a terrible sense of danger. Groo! Groo! Eep. It's that sound we heard earlier. I thought it might be roaring, and it is. Groo. Something is coming. Hey, hey, hey! Check this out, everyone. This is it? The Groudon statue? No, but there's no one else here. Are you really sure you saw the Guildmaster, Corfish? Sure, I'm sure. I saw him here when I was scuttling back to base camp. The Guildmaster dashed past all willy-nilly in hot pursuit of a perfect apple. I gave him a shout and a wave, but he seemed too occupied to holler back. But I guess that Asprey's team went ahead. So I'd bet that the Guildmaster went up after them, don't you think? The ground. What is shaking? Ooh. What? Whatever could that be? What an uproar. Is it maybe... something's going on up there. Let's head up, hurry. Hey, Dad, did you hear something right over here? Like moaning and groaning? Oh, you just imagined it. Now let's hurry. Yep. Ooh. Ouch. Wow. I'm deflated. I can't move. Oh. How'd that happen? How did Wigglytuff shrug off our noxious gas special like it was nothing? And how did Wigglytuff strike back at us? It's unbelievable. Oh. Ugh. Ooh. Those skulls got broken. Groo. Hi, Groudon. What is that? That's what I love about this game. Boss 1, Drowsy. Boss 2, Groudon. Looks like a statue. Or the statue. That Pokemon really exists. Groo. Eep. Groo. You have come to desecrate this place. Depart now. But we only want to go to Fogbound Lake. What? Fogbound Lake? I am the guardian of Fogbound Lake. I am Groudon. You will never leave alive, intruders. Okay, first of all, rude. What? Hey, there's the way in. So we can go up through here? Let's hurry. Hey, Chatot. Can I ask you something while we're running? Chatot, do you know about a Pokemon called Groudon? Well, of course, just what do you take me for? I'm only the head of intelligence for our guild. Squawk. Groudon is a legendary Pokemon spoken of in myths passed down through generations. A legendary Pokemon? Correct. The myths say that he raised land from the sea and then he built up the continents. Oh boy, that sounds like a colossal Pokemon. What if you were to face Groudon in battle? What would happen? Battle? Out of the question. Squawk. If anyone were foolish enough to face Groudon in battle, well, it'd be like throwing your life away. He's that strong. Like all legendary Pokemon. Drool. I'm scared. But it's time to be brave. I need to stand up to this. We can't just run away now, Asprey. You look that Groudon right in the eyes and you say, "Don't bully me. Prepare for my wrath." Roo. Okay. The weather's become sunny. Oh no! What will I do? What will I do when there's only sunshine here? I have no idea. What will I do? Set up this. No cringe. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm safe right now still. Got him. Yeah, we got him. Wait, counterattack? Wait, what? 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 Does his confusion make my counter hit me? It's an IQ skill? It's weird. Interesting. What do I got here? I should eat one of my orange berries, play it extra safe. While he's moving around. Hey, Groudon! Oh, over here, loser! Oh, look, he found me. Let's go. Make him cringe. Yeah! Dead. I thought, like, my counter was, like, messed up because of that. Anyways, I didn't know it was an IQ skill. Ooh. Ooh. Brew! Ow. We did it. We actually defeated Groudon. But, is it really? Wah! Huh? Groudon vanished? That was not Groudon. That Groudon was nothing more than an illusion I conjured. Who said that? Like I said earlier, I am the guardian here, and I cannot allow you to pass. Wait, please. You don't mean to cause any trouble. We came to get a little information, that's all. Information, you say? We're telling the total truth. Well, the total truth is that we're an exploration team, and we would really love to leave a treasure after all this work. But we don't want any if that's going to cause trouble. We'll be delighted to say we just made it this far. Oh, please, you simply must believe me. Well, okay, I believe you. Let me welcome you, then. I am Uxie, the guardian of Fogbound Lake. Pardon? Did you say Uxie? Yes, truly. I stand guard over something special that lies in Fogbound Lake. Now let me escort you to Fogbound Lake, the place I said I would never let you enter alive. Please, come this way. Alright, then. Would you like to save your adventure? You know I would. He's gonna show me around the town. Ooh. Pretty lake. Wow, it's become dark outside. It may be a little difficult to see at night, but... Behold! Fogbound Lake. Wow. Ooh. Pretty. So incredible. I would have guessed that a big lake could be high up on this plateau. And just look at those fluttering Volbeat and Illumise, who are allowed to live here for some reason, even though no one's allowed to. This couldn't be more dazzling. Water constantly wells up from far below this place. It flows so heavily that it has formed this enormous lake. Now cast your eyes to the glowing area at the lake's center. Sure, I can see it. It's shining up beneath the waves. Bluish-green radiance, right? Step forward for a closer look. Ooh. What could that be? I can't figure it out. But it's making my heart race. But why? Why should it stir me up so much? Why is my pulse speeding all of a sudden? That's fantastic. But, what is that? Ooh, it seems so mystical. That is a time gear. What? Really and truly? That's a time gear? Yes, I guard the time gear. It's the sole reason I'm here. Others before you have tried to trespass here, but I used my Groudon illusion to chase most of them off. The others I killed with it. Groudon, how'd you do that? That is something I create using my psychic abilities. Like so. Wah! There is no need to be startled. As I've said, it's just an illusion. What you fought was no more than that. There have been others before who have defeated my Groudon illusion. They managed to make their way to this spot, but they were trespassers, so I took away their memories, and thus protected the lake. Took away their memories? Oh, I almost forgot. We hope to ask you something, Uxie. Let me introduce my partner, Asprey. At present, a Pokemon. At one time, a human. Oh, really? A human. Yes, but Asprey has lost all memory of being a human. So if we may ask, have you met Asprey here before, Uxie? And did you maybe take away Asprey's memory? Could that have happened? Has a human ever come here? Do you recall that ever happening, Uxie? The answer is no. No human has ever come here. I should explain further. I erase only memories of Fogbound Lake. I cannot fully erase all memories from living beings. I had nothing to do with your friend's memory loss, nor anything to do with your friend's transformation into a Pokemon. The cause lies elsewhere. Oh well, thanks anyway. Oh, I guess you haven't been here after all, Asprey. Uxie, we wanted to meet you to learn more about my partner. What's that? A time gear, a time gear! Well, too bad. Oh, we can't take the time gear. Wigglytuff? Wow, fantastic. And who might this be? Oh, meet our guildmaster. Oh, glad to meet you, friend. Oh, glad to meet you, friend. Friend, amazing, friend. Gaze upon this amazing view. I'm delighted we came. La-di-da, dee-la-dee. Wow. Here comes the rest of them. Phew, we're here at last. No time to catch our breath. We gotta hurry. Hey, someone's over there. Let's go. Squawk. It's Groudon. Spit it out. Ding. Don't eat me. I'm not tasty. Oh, hello to one and all. What's wrong? Guildmaster. Oh, never mind that. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta do the voice. Oh, never mind that. Everyone look out there. It's spouting. Pretty. Huh? So what happens if one of the Volbeat or Illumise want to leave? Does Uxie have to wipe their memory? Oh my, so shimmering. Yep, some kind of pretty. Yes, the lake geyser erupts every now and then. It sends up water just like a fountain, and the time gear sends up illumination from below, while many Illumise and Volbeat glow upon the fountain water. In harmony, they are the very vision of beauty. Oh, the treasure. The treasure. Must be the view of Fogbound Lake. Wow. Exciting. Are you taking in this view, Asprey? This is utterly magical. It's really a shame that we didn't learn anything about your past, but I'm glad we came. I'm happy that I was able to share such a beautiful moment with everyone. I just couldn't be happier. I'm glad I came too. Sure, it's true we never learned who I am. Hang on a minute. Uxie said he didn't know me. If that's true, how did I know about this place? And that time gear? When I see that time gear, why does my pulse race when I see it? And this unease I feel, what does it mean? Oh, so sorry to have disturbed you. Had a fantastic time. Friend. I shall not take away your memories of this place. You have earned my trust, strangers. But I must ask you keep this place a secret. Oh, surely, thank you. We all know what we need to do now. You know, another time gear's been stolen. This one's gotta stay safe. You won't ever say a word about this place. Or we won't ever say a word about this place. I swear it in the name of Wigglytuff's Guild. His voice is surprisingly easy to do on my throat. Please hold true to that promise. Okay. Let's be on our way. Chatot, if you will. I'll hop to it, Guildmaster. Everyone, we're going back to the guild. Hooray! And so, the guild's long and challenging expedition finally came to an end. Wigglytuff and the members safely returned to the guild. For Asprey and the apprentices, going to the guild meant taking up the standard training schedule. It was life as usual back at the guild. Wow, now it's charted territory. Wow. The exploration team Federation has sent a message. Asprey's team was rewarded. The treasure bag is now bigger. You can now carry more items than you could. Wait, there's more! The special episode, Igglybuff the Prodigy, has been unlocked. To play the special episode, select from the episode list. That's 2 I have now. I need to, like, have, like, an entire stream dedicated to just doing some of those at once. Saving your adventure. Please don't turn off the power or touch the game card. Chapter 10, Dusknoir. The next morning. Up and at 'em. It's morning. Ugh, it's been a while since we were woken up like that. Hey, Shato, this reminds me about the time I was a little Igglybuff. And 3, smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Hooray. I imagine it's time to get back to our guild training, Asprey. Let's work hard at it. Now, that's what I like to see! A lot of morning pep, impressive. Let's see you put that pep to good use today. What? Can't identify the footprints. What do you mean? I'm trying to tell you, I can't identify what I don't know. What's wrong? We have a Pokemon visitor up top whose footprint we can't identify. Diglett is an outstanding sentry, so it's rare for him to be stumped by footprints. If those 2 were doing sentry duty, it'd be no shocker. Hey, excuse me, I got perfect constantly. Who are you kidding? If Diglett here never gets stumped, then what about when we first arrived at the guild? You guys couldn't figure out Asprey's footprint. Right? Say again? You want to meet our guild master? Your name is Dusknoir? Oh, please, just wait a moment. Dusknoir? The world-famous Dusknoir? Oh, thank you for visiting. What an honor. Oh, no, think nothing of it. The honor is all mine. There's no greater pleasure than visiting Wigglytuff's guild. It's famous. Tell me, Loudred. What do you want? Who's that visitor? What? You haven't heard of Dusknoir? The famous explorer? Yeah, well, maybe I... Okay, I admit it. I haven't. That's not surprising, really. He's a new arrival on the scene. He came out of nowhere like a comet. He became famous almost overnight. They say his talents as an explorer are super exceptional. So Dusknoir is really so great? Yeah, here's some more good stuff that I heard. He does things unlike anyone else. First, he doesn't work in a team. He does all his exploring solo. Alone? That's right. He's got to be pretty sure about his skills to do that. What's even more incredible? His wealth of knowledge. It seems like there's nothing in the world he doesn't know. That's how much he knows. Oh wow, so he's really that knowledgeable? So the rumor goes. But he has used his knowledge to succeed on many explorations so far. So many Pokemon revere Dusknoir for his achievements. But that's how I know the claims about his mighty knowledge must be true. So, does Dusknoir visit here often? Nope, this is his first time. That's why Diglett couldn't recognize him. I think the Guildmaster just met him for the first time, too. Pardon? Why is he being that friendly? Well, that's just how the Guildmaster is. Even if it's his first time he meets someone. I see. Well, that must have been quite a disappointment for your guild. Oh yeah, that expedition was a waste of time. Didn't learn a thing about anything. I had heard that Wigglytuff's guild was mounting an expedition to find Fogbound Lake. I came here hoping to hear about your latest triumph. Oh, well, sorry. Didn't learn a thing. Not at all. It's no trouble to me. This gave me the opportunity to visit you. I plan to stay in Treasure Town for a short while. May I visit with you occasionally during my stay? Your guild constantly receives the latest news. Good information would be a big help in my explorations. Oh, no problem. Other exploration teams visit us all the time. You're welcome here, always. Hey, everyone. This is Dusknoir. He's gonna stay in Treasure Town for a while. Mind yourself around him. Dusknoir is a very famous and quite knowledgeable Pokemon. So I bet everybody would like to get advice from him. Let's not overdo it. We don't want to be a nuisance. Now, everyone, our guest might be famous. But don't embarrass us by asking for autographs. Oh, no. If it's autographs you want, I'm sure I can oblige. But information? I'm afraid you flatter me. I have very little information. However, I'd be delighted if I may be of service to you. If there's anything you wish to ask of me, please don't hesitate. Oh, yep, it's a great honor. Ooh, I'm so very glad to have met you. Come now, everyone. You're dismissed. I think I'll go for a stroll in Treasure Town. Please do feel free to approach me with anything. Good day. There he goes. Oh, you two. I started saying earlier about your assignment. Today I wanted you to read over the job bulletin board and outlaw notice board. Take some listed jobs. That'll do. Alright. Expedition's finally done, chat. Took just over an hour and a half. We've been away a while. Just got back. While we were gone, I hear Wigglytuff's guild went on an expedition. It's disappointing. If we would have known about it, we would have asked to tag along. How's your expedition? Did you find any treasure? Hey, you two. Do you have any news on Zero Isle? Zero Isle? Yeah, rumor has it the greatest treasures are there. The treasures aren't the most fascinating thing about that place. When you go to the dungeon, everyone's temporarily dropped to level 1, and their learned abilities are zeroed out. From what we've heard, you can't even take in items. Basically, you walk in alone as if you're a rank amateur again. No exploration teams made it to the end yet. They're calling it the ultimate dungeon for good reason. Rapian, you talk too much. Sorry, my lady Weavile. It is rare to come by news on Zero Isle, right, boss? When we failed to find clues here, too. Okay, what can we do? Let's just go back to the forest and help people, why don't we? Please find my precious treasure. Find a blue gummy. Apple Woods. Was this Waterfall Cave? Want to see Numal? Could take 2 Foggy Forest ones, was it? Hang on, I've got a cough here. Ouch. That was a painful cough. Jeez. Alright. Pardon me. Jeez. How many Waterfall Cave are there? There's not really a lot where I can stack missions here, huh? I guess I could do 2 Mount Horn. This Pokemon and found, search for Shellos, rescue Anorith. Let's just do these 2. Oh, I gotta finish these later too. That's okay. Any other Mount Horn over here? I probably shouldn't push it, though. Let's not do that. Do I have anything on me for this? I got a Grey Gummy. I could just use that right away in the Spinda shop. I also got boxes, that's right. This must be the juice bar everyone's talking about. Gummy, apple, I can't decide. Yeah, it's a Sneasel. I'm Sneasel. I'm a 1 Pokemon exploration team. Won't let anyone get in my way ever. Alright, let's give this. Order. Take a Grey Gummy. And we'll drink this. Actually, nah, I don't care. I'm just gonna take it myself. And it's done. IQ went up slightly. Learn non-trader. Huh? What? IQ increased too. Okay, it works for me. Do I have any junk? Not really. I can sell stuff at Kecleon for this. Let's go to the shop and open the boxes. Teddy bear, teddy bear, teddy bear. Welcome back. Was the expedition fun? Oh, you never discovered anything? Oh, that's too bad. Poor teddy bear. He believed in me. Oh, what? Nothing turned up on the expedition? The guild normally comes back with lots of treasure. It's not like you to fail. Ooh, the great Dusknoir shook my hand. By gosh, golly. It's like a dream. Wow. I wasn't doing the voice. Hi, Chansey. Oh, Asprey and Coco. I've come to an interesting bit of news I want to share with you. Have you heard about eggs? Eggs are quite rare, I hear. And I hear you may get them as rewards for jobs. But as precious as eggs can be, they can be a burden to look after. But, worry no more. There's a new shop in town that will take care of your eggs. See that shop to the lower left? Pokemon named Chansey runs the shop. If you ever get an egg, Chansey will take care of it for you. Chansey Daycare welcomes you. Hello, you little demon. I love taking care of eggs. Earning get eggs, rewards missions, you want an egg, lots of missions, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, I got to meet the famous Dusknoir. It's such an honor, yippee. Poochie team. The stink is finally fading. Our sense of smell is acute. We're real sensitive about it, but the stink is mostly gone. It's a good thing. Still stinks a little. This is Xatu appraisal. My service costs $150. What do you want? Nope. You won't, eh? I didn't mean to do that. Yes. And so, it is revealed, within the box, is a Wabu sweat. Excuse me? A what? Slightly boosts attack, keep it in the treasure bag, give its benefit to all members. Why not in Wobbuffet? Wobbuffet sweatpants. Yo, hey, I'm advertising another shop. It's shop down here. Xatu Appraisal is the place. Have you two picked up any strange treasures in dungeons? You know, ones you can't open? Xatu has the ability to pop open boxes like that and take out whatever's inside. There's just one thing, he's a little weird. Anyway, if you find a treasure box you can't open, Xatu's the one to visit. I'm never going to use this, so I can just sell things. Sounds like it very much was a fine expedition for your guild. Sell. Yeah. And sell that. You know, I could probably just recycle this stuff, but I'd rather do it for the orbs where they sell less, huh? Yeah, let's do this for now. There we go. He's got silver gummy, pink gummy. Let me buy one of those. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, he had something to say. I just wanted generic shop dialogue. Come on. Gyro ball. Let me get the boxes out. The spells seem a little different, my dears. You have a new lean, mean look. I can see that. Take. Alright, where's the boxes? Hope these are good. Dainty box? I'll take it. I can't open them all at once, can I? Oh, grass gummy. Nice. No, I can't multi-select. Loot box time! Get your credit cards, everyone. I mean plushies. Turtwig card. Grass gummy candy. 420 candy. Oh, what did I get? I pressed the button too fast on that one. Okay. What do you got for me, lad? And so it's revealed. Within the box, special band. You can just sell that. A Weasel Fang? Okay. Recycle. Can I do any fancy stuff with that in this game? I'm not sure. And so it's revealed. Within the box, Pachi Tooth. Okay, let me see here. Turtwig specific item. Boost special defense, keep it in the treasure bag to give its benefit to all the team members. Slightly boost. For a slight boost, it doesn't seem that good. Pachirisu. Boosts its attack. Okay. You can use it to recycle TMs until they work again. Okay. I already spent all my money, but hang on, I want to sell the stamina band. Or sorry, the special band I just picked up. I should store the recycle TM for now. Okay. I'm gonna get some gummies out. Blue, orange, grass, purple. I want to save the white ones, apparently, for something. We'll do that. Just take these for now. Oh, wait, I want to store the cycle. There it is. And I guess I should store these for now. I'm not gonna carry them into the dungeon. Extra escape can go. I'll teach myself poison jab in a moment, I swear. Thought I saw something for a second there. Am I losing my mind? Never mind. Okay. Is there anything over here now? OC, we have returned. We've returned from the expedition. We've learned and grown how we have grown. Bear witness to it. OC, OC, oh vast sea. Gasp. Alrighty then. Green link later. Goodbye, teddy bear. Let me store my money. Please allow me to hoard it for you in my bank. Welcome to Dusknoir Bank. All of it. Thanks for subbing there, friend. Bear witness. As in Teddy Ursus, of course. Bears make everything better. Now, I got an orange gummy specifically for me. Who will drink this? Me. Added the orange gummy. That's right. Shake it this way, shake it that way, and stir it around. Moderately sweet. The natural flavor comes bursting forth. IQ went up significantly, defense rose by 1. Gotta give some to Coco as well. Okay. Shake them all up and open it up. Savory fragrance and all this stuff. Non-trader. Okay, your IQ is coming up there too, Coco. Extra stat points or something. Stir it all around, and it's done. It's a little tedious to go through this over and over, but okay. It's pink again. Poison type. Purple is ghost. Doesn't really matter. Let me give another one to me now. No reason not to use these gummies like this. I've got a good feeling about this drink. Drank it. Various flavors don't clash. Instead, they blend together in a beautiful harmony in this fine drink. Defense rose by 1. Huh? What? IQ increased too. Alright. 1 more for Coco, 1 more for me. Shake it this way, shake it that way. Purple gummy melts in your mouth. Special attack rose by 1. And last one for me, because my stat points are more important. Alright. A single stat point. Even though it takes a while, it's worth it. Got a good feeling about this one. Ooh, attack went up by 1. Alright, works out. I don't have any other gummies on me. Alright, should be perfect. I should have stored the transfer orb. Anyways, I got jobs for Mount Horn now. I should stock up on more Drenched Bluff missions, and then just kinda... like, do them all at once. Or I can just delete it and pretend I never saw them. Okay, I'm gonna teach myself Poison Jab now. D-Link, get rid of counter. 14 PP. Nice. Take the pretty box. Take that good money. This should be fine. What were the mission floors? 9 and search for Shellos. Alright, so wait for a prompt when I start a store. Okay. Pardon me. Had a cough there. Oh, not to. Alright. No, I didn't do that. Perfect. More friends rescued. Force Palm's my buffed one. We'll just keep using that. This works out just fine for me. Get over here. Revenge for all the crap you put me through. Focus Punch. I don't really need that for a story playthrough. Nah. Let's do this. Hang on. May as well keep adding to the stack of Geopebbles since they apparently can't get sticky. Or haven't gotten sticky during this playthrough, at least. I might need it for a certain boss later, but for now I can just store the TM, right? It'll be slow to use, because essentially I gotta wait a turn to use it. Focus Punch is definitely better in Mystery Dungeon, but I don't need it, so it'd just be slow right now to use it. Perfect. We're getting gummies left and right this time, too. Okay, even they give a decent amount of experience, too. Where is the mission? 9 and search for Shellos. Wherever it may be. Red gummy. Well, at least I can give these to Coco when I get back. There you go. I just realized I can turn the rest of your moves back on. Let's help each other do well. Let's find lots of good stuff. Proceed. Lore 8. Anything here? No Shellos. Yeah, it definitely feels like Pineco has a slightly different shade of green for its, Okay, thanks. Taking my stuff there. Pardon me. Destination floor, let's find them. Oh, great. Fantastic. Just what I want to see. on. Oh, great. Well, this is all I can do for a moment. Get over here and help. He's up top. You found Anorith? Yes. Thank you, I'll see you at the guild. Nope. Yes. Hard to believe these are like A and B rank missions, were they? Well, money is something. Natu's got that. Oh, foxes. Foxes held by my fox. Hurl orb. I better just take stuff to the recycle shop after this. Oh, Bonsly. Okay. Come here so I can... Hopefully it joins me. Nope. I'm definitely gonna have to do some, like, stuff in Treasure Town between every missions. In Sky, because of the Spin to Cafe, it seems like it'd take a little extra longer, but it's worth this for the stat upgrades, too. Hang on. Okay. Oh, don't let it die from that. Okay. Got him. Oh, Pinecone wants to join. Nice. Oops. Did it again. Alright, perfect. The fact that I opened up the name menu for Mystery Dungeon, anyway, it's not going to, like... Oh, you idiot. It's not going to, like, keep its name as, like, Pineco and Natu when they evolve, right? I certainly hope not. I'm just gonna go. Hang on, did I get the... I didn't get the objective floor, did I? Did I miss it? Kind of, like, got distracted, wasn't looking for that. Oh, hidden stairs. I guess? Hello, Mime Junior Spall. I don't need to do this. What am I doing? What about this again? Alright. Try one, just... Oh, come on. I meant to hit the other thing. Bye. Inside there was a Vile Seed. Wonderful, amazing. What did I just get? Food item that reduces the Pokemon defense and special defense to their lowest level. Cool. I'll try one more time. Give me good stuff, please. Blue Gummy. Hey, nice. Could probably save that and throw it at a boss. I really could just turn a boss, like some bosses, into absolute jokes with that. Cool. Oh my. Alright, perfect. I almost don't know if I even want to use the Vile Seed, because that's a little too cheesy, wouldn't it? Oh, you think that scares me? You think I'm afraid of that anymore? You think I'm scared? Get out of my face. You're nothing. You are nothing. Let's go. Alright, it's on this floor. And I missed. Come help too. There you go. Let's do this. Alright, now let's get looking. Water Pulse. I can't use that. What am I excited for? You found Shellos, use the badge to save. I also got 2 recruits during this too. That's nice. Yes. Yes. Excellent, chat. Excellent. Thank you for rescuing Anorith. Please accept this money that you don't get to keep. Show my thanks. I want you to have my orange gummy. Hey, that's actually pretty good. 30 explore points. Thanks for finding Shellos. Please accept this 2,500. Show my thanks. I want you to have my TM recycle. 30 explore points. Team Moomin went from bronze to silver. The number of items to be kept in storage. Wow! That's quite a jump. Is that the maximum? Word of the single zinc. I should remember to use that. Okay, fix my seat here. So, are they just really not gonna address what happened to Team Skull? They kinda just, like, aren't gonna, I guess. Let's get some sleep, too. Let's go hard at it again tomorrow, Asprey. Okay, good night. Ooh, story. Chief? We were really putting a place on that last expedition. Wigglytuff wrecked us, and I'm not about to let it go. So humiliating. I need payback, one way or another. To be brutally honest, we don't stand a chance against Wigglytuff. Oh, I'm so furious. It's burning me up. Oh ho ho! There's gotta be some way we can get back at him. I'd settle for picking on the wimps. Oh hey, instead of Wigglytuff, how about we take revenge on the wimps in that Team Moomin? Oh, great idea, boys. Ho ho! And we know that Team Moomin's wimpy. Time to do some plotting, boys. Yeah, we just, we killed a Groudon, sort of. Why does he keep thinking we're wimpy? Up and at him. It's morning. Let's pick on the noobs. That'll make us feel big. Time to get up and at him. Save and continue. In 3, smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Hooray. Oh, you two. Before you get to work today, I'd like you to run an errand. An errand? Yes, an errand. Go to Kecleon Market, ask the owners if they plan to stock perfect apples. You want us to ask if they'll stock perfect apples. At Kecleon Market, you should find out if they plan to sell perfect apples. Correct. Guild storage holds many perfect apples, or at least it can. But the Guildmaster raids the storage when we're not looking and uses up a supply. You know what happens if the Guildmaster's deprived of his perfect apples. But having to search for a fresh load of them is always a chore. Sending an exploration team to Apple Woods when supply runs out is just too much work. So if Kecleon Market started stocking perfect apples, we could go buy them. Precisely. Gotcha. We'll go visit the Kecleon Market. Great. Way to take charge. Alright, let me go see what he's got. Oh, it's these lads. We're considering going after a high-ranking outlaw. We may just go for it. It'll be a tough fight, but there's only one enemy. With all 3 of us on it, we could take out one outlaw. We've been away from here a long time. The guild was away on an expedition, I heard. Alright, so which outlaw should we punish today? I had the chance to chat with the great Dusknoir the other day. I must say that Dusknoir is incredibly worldly and wise. He's a wealth of hints and tips for exploring, too. He's so very inspiring. Hang on, can I take any Drenched Bluff ones? No. Because I want to go get those done. Okay, I'll take that. Horrible Surskit, we'll mess him up. Just taking Drenched Bluff stuff for now so that I can clear out these. Deliver... Wait, no, these are deliveries? Why did I take these? What's wrong with me? You know what? You know what? Forget it. I'm just deleting these. How about that? I don't want to deliver them. They can... I thought they'd be Pokemon in trouble. Alright, let's go see the Kecleon brothers. Is there a bear? No bears. Oh, hi, how was your expedition? Wasn't it too much work? This line here takes too much effort. Oh, Aspirin Coco, I've come to an interesting bit of news I can't wait to share with you. Have you heard about eggs? Oh, it's the same thing. Deliver missions kind of suck, yeah. Treasure Town's so nice looking. Hey, isn't that? Oh, hello there, you're from the guild, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we're Team Moomin. We work at the guild. We're pleased to meet you. So what are you doing in town, Mr. Dusknoir? Some shopping? No, simply enjoying a chat. I hailed him down. The great Dusknoir is very famous. We started a conversation, and what a surprising talk. The great Dusknoir is so worldly and wise, I'm thoroughly impressed. Well, it certainly sounds like the rumors are true. Dusknoir, sir, you must really be as knowledgeable as they say. May I ask, Coco, what can I do for you? Have you come to the shop? Oh, yes? Fine merchandise, fine wares. Oh, sorry, no. We came to ask you something today, not shop. You see... I see. Perfect apples. I'm sorry to disappoint you. We have no plans to stock perfect apples. Okay, too bad. Chatot will be disappointed when he hears this. Azurill, hurry! Wait for me. The Meryl and Azurill brothers. Well, hello to you both. Oh, hi, Kecleon brothers. Oh, and Team Moomin, too. What's up? What's the big rush? You know how we've been looking for our lost item? Lost item? You mean the one you were looking for before? Yes, an item called a water float. A water float. Now that is quite the precious item. Yes, that's why we've been looking hard for it a long time. Yeah, someone said they saw a water float on the beach today. We're rushing to the beach now. Ho ho ho, juicy tidbit. Could be useful for our plan. We'll bring the chief up to speed and get the jump on him. That's super. It's great that it's finally turning up. Yes. Yep. Come on, Azurill. Let's go quickly. Yep. Oh, those lads. I was wondering how those little brothers were doing with their item search. Good for them. Looks like they found it. I've never heard of a water float. What purpose does it serve? A water float is an item specifically for Azurill. It can be obtained only by trading precious treasures again and again. As such, it is said to be an exceedingly rare item. Ooh, is that so? Our line of work is buying and selling, but we've never heard of it. It must be exceedingly rare. To sell such a rare item. I'm afraid such a day will never come. To sell? Oh no, I just remembered. We have to report back to Chatot about the perfect apples. Alright, back to the guild. What? They have no plans to stock perfect apples? What am I supposed to do now? We could go get some perfect apples for you at Apple Woods. What? You're joking. You've previously gone to Apple Woods and failed utterly. I just can't take that. I just can't go through all that again. I'm sorry. You two were outstanding on our recent expedition. I recognize everything you've done for us, but that incident with the Guildmaster and the perfect apples, it was slightly traumatic for me. Squawk. I suppose I'll have to find the perfect apples myself. You two should just look over the job bulletin board and outlaw notice boards as usual. Alright, bro. Sounds like you made it your problem. It's not mine anymore. Alright, bulletin board stuff. I got these guys with me. I should switch it up. Hello there, welcome to Chimecho Assembly. It's already been over 2 hours, chat. Jeez. Stand by. Members. Take off not to. So, curious question. When it comes to Explorers of Sky, how many pages of Pokemon are there in total? I'm on my second one. Alright, let's get some higher ones. 67. Well, it seems like the list is smaller because it's missing, hang on. like, because of that stuff at the bottom now, it fits a few less names. I think it's like 68 if you count all the unknown and everything. I think Blue Rescue Team ended on, like, what was it, 42 pages? So I guess that's not that off, considering how many Pokemon were introduced in Gen 4? That's probably what I should be asking. Job Bulletin Board, Mount Horn, Foggy Forest, a Pokemon may be lost. Restriction. Waterfall Cave, I'm scared. Comparing with the Outlaws, how many things are available? Mount Bristle, Mount Horn. Mean Lily. This crook steals personal treasure. Horrible. I was mugged. Annoying Dunsparce. This swindler is a serious fast talker. Horrible Surskit. Villainous Magmar. Petty crook. I don't want to waste time adding those there. Let me just go ahead and do... These are all B ranks. Let me just do Waterfall Cave, why don't I? 4 and 7. One's an escort, that should be fine. Okay. Take job. Yeah, Rotom forms aren't in this game, right? There's Shaman Skyform, and there's Origin Giratina. And that's all there is. Like, Arceus isn't even in this. Okay, I can give these gummies all to Kokos. Let's do that. Okay. Order. Who will drink this? Give them all to Coco. Didn't I get an orange gummy? It's in storage now, though. I wish that you could access your storage while doing this, like you can for the recycle shop. Blue gummy soda. Okay. A cute sniffer? Okay. Take a red gummy. I mean, it wouldn't be a Pokemon DS game if you couldn't get Arceus in it. It's just making things consistent, if you ask me. Added the red gummy. That's right. Shake it that way, stir it all around, and it's done. Red gummy. PP Saver. Defense rose by 1. Order. Red gummy. Who will drink this? Coco. That's right. Shake it this way, shake it that way, and stir it all around. It's done. Coco's attack went up by 1. Oh, man. Alright, let's do some recycling. Did you hear the happy news? Why not? Thanks to everyone's recycling efforts, Project P made a new discovery. This time, treasure was discovered, so we're offering a higher grade of recycled items. Okay, then. Please keep recycling. The more recycling, the better. Did you hear the happy news? Oh, okay. You're really not going to do this all at once. This time, a new unexplored area is discovered. I'll mark it on your map. Is this one of the new dungeons only in Sky, then? Landslide Cave. Please keep recycling. What's the benefit of going there, especially so early in the story? Heal Seed. Oh, whoopee. Prize ticket. Okay, 4 random items. Access storage here. Oh, I have a used TM in here. That's right, the poison jab. Pearl. I should really store this stuff at Kangaskhan. Oh, no, I don't want to use that. I want to store that later. And a blast. Okay. Let's go for it. Let me fix my seat here. Redeem. Yellow. I haven't won a single one of these yet. Is it a win? That's right. Is that so? It's not too bad. Here's your consolation prize. Okay, then. Let's recycle again. Let's give you this crap I got. Okay. Don't need slumber. One of the heals and a blast seed. Let's do that. I'm gonna pick yellow again. Didn't someone tell me that it's 60% chance of losing, 40% chance of winning? So is it a win or not? Oh, it's different. Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Is it a big win? Don't tell me. It's a loss, right? That's right. Wow. Hey, why not calm down? Sorry to have gotten your hopes up. Why not take this consolation prize? Yes, keeps giving me the same damn thing back. Well, this is annoying. Let's do one more. You want the prize ticket? Select the items you want. Scanner again. Heal. I'm never gonna use the warp during story. And in storage, what do we got? Not a lot here. I don't know, I'm just gonna get rid of this, I guess. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Redeem! Come on! That's right. Is that so? It's not too bad. Here's a consolation prize. Stop giving me scanners and radars. Alright, let's get out of here. I should take out that orange gummy I got. Good day, you're from the guild. I've been getting acquainted with your treasure town. It's an excellent place. The climate is quite pleasant. The town is well served by shops. The quality of life here must be cheery and charming. Why, it's so welcoming, I'd like to settle here myself. Hoo-hoo-hoo-ha. Alright. First, what do I gotta get rid of? These can go for now. I don't really need to carry these with me for the time being. Vile Seed can go, and that should be good for now. Anything else? I got an orange gummy, so let me take that and this. Any more boxes? Nah. Okay. Alright, let's open them. Let's take our time doing this. Within the box, Torchic card. Oh boy. And so it's revealed within the box. A Treek Thorn. Man, I'm getting the feeling a lot of these names are much funnier in the Japanese version. Localization team really had to work overtime on this, didn't they? 10 rocks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, works for me. I got my orange gummy, let's just go to Spinda, and then I'll finally do a mission. How about that? Store the rest of my money away. Wonderful. I'll start a collection with these rocks. Hello, Team Moomin. Thank you for continued assistance. Today I would like you to search and apprehend a Corsola. Mount Horn. Nah. See, there's no way around. Team Moomin's busy. I got a bad feeling about the Sneasel at the other table for some reason. As soon as he came into the store, he yelled at me, "Don't just loiter." It's okay to take your time and browse a bit, though, isn't it? Well, that's rude. Sneasel, one Pokemon team. We're gonna get in my way. Make that Corsola Galarian Corsola. No, we're going to Waterfall Cave, though. Oh, wait, I didn't make the drink with my orange gummy, did I? I'm forgetting something. Time to order. Who will drink this? Me, of course. Let's have some candy drinks, chat. Moderately sweet, natural gummy, special defense. Alright. Well, it's gonna combo with the zinc I'm gonna eat as soon as I go. Take a drink IRL, yeah, I was. Alright, let's just go to Waterfall Cave, do a couple B rank missions. Should be good. How many recruits in this game are locked behind having, like, the highest rank? I know that, like, you need some now, right? Total items on floor. Wait, what? Oh, wait, is that a cute sniffer? Hang on. There it is. When it reaches a new floor, the Pokemon knows the number of items that are lying on the ground. Now, that's gonna be useful. There's one recruit that requires max rank. Oh, hey, Poliwag. Nice. That's very helpful, little Coco. This is the place that gave me, yeah, the track that has the Final Fantasy vibes. Oh, get over it. No, no, don't do that. Okay. Let's take you out. Down here. Poliwag is gonna get me separated. What were the objective floors again? Escort to floor 4 and then rescue enemies on 7. 4 and 7. Wonderful. Total items on floor. Great. More gummies. Gummies are just everywhere in this game. Remember, like, in Blue Rescue Team, like, farming those things was an absolute nightmare. I tell ya. Oh yeah, I forgot to drink the zinc. I was distracted. Hang on. What is it? It gives you like a flat 1 or 2, right? Or is it like 3? More gummies. Blue. This one's orange, so I have no money on me. I have no money, never mind. It's fine. Oh, hang on, what's up here? What are you doing? Stop that. Cut that out. Cut that out. Come here, Psyduck. Psyduck wants to join the team. 2 more recruits done. Psyduck can just go back. Wonderful. There's a Lotad. By recruiting like this, I'm getting stuff done and out of the way for later. That's for sure. Completed Numel's escort mission. Thank you. 2 still left the dungeon. Nope, floor 7 next. Yeah, you got him. Good job. Okay, 4 items on the floor. It's not a big deal to know how many items are on the floor at this stage, though. Get over here, you. I don't have a Wooper yet. I'm pretty sure. Damn, I'm level 20. My stats aren't going up as much, though. I got another tactic. I don't really need that, though. I can take these items to sell. Oh, another box. And gummy. Nice. So I know that you need blue gummies for something in the post-game, and apparently blue gummies are rare, specifically in Explorers of Darkness version. So apparently that's like one thing that if you play Darkness, it's really annoying for whatever reason. I think that's what people were saying. No, I turned Coco's moves back on. Yeah, they're all back on, see? I played Time, mostly, so... This is probably like the... Of all Pokemon games, this is probably like the 3rd version that I have the least experience with. Poliwag leveled up. I leveled up. Great. Look at that swirl. Okay, 1 more floor ahead. I guess a cute sniffer does kind of make you pause for a moment whenever you reach a new floor, but it's not a bad thing. I can deal with it. Anyways, let's rescue you and get out of here. Grabbed a couple gummies. We good. I haven't done any special episodes yet, no. Thank you for escorting me to Whooper. Please accept this. Here you go. Thank you for rescuing me. As a reward, please take this egg. Okay, so... how does the eggs work? Is it going to be like the egg of the Pokemon I saved, or is it random? I mean, both answers are pretty messed up when you think about it, but, okay. Alright. It's based on the mission floor. Wait, so you're telling me that they just picked up a random egg that they found on that dungeon floor and they gave it to me as a reward for saving them? That's even more messed up. Okay, it's a Pokemon from the dungeon. Well, let's get... Hold on, everyone. Ahem. Before we start dinner, there is something I must share with you. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Come on, out with it. Let us eat already. Quiet, please. Ahem. Now, we just received word of this. Another time gear was stolen. What? Another time gear? Another one got stolen? Is it maybe the one in Fogbound Lake? No, it wasn't. The stolen time gear was not from Fogbound Lake. It is apparently from elsewhere. But that's the second time gear to be stolen. It would be extremely bad if a third were to be taken. Now rest assured that I have full confidence in all of you. But I must make one thing very clear. You must never tell anyone what you witnessed during our expedition. Understood? Of course. I don't have a big mouth. Eek, but never forget about the promise we made to Uxie. Okay, quiet everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Without further ado, on your marks, get set, ciao. Wigglytuff's just standing there balancing an apple on its head. The mission continues. Just before dinner, Chatot said another time gear was stolen. That's two now. Can't imagine who'd be stealing them. What would anyone want with the time gears anyway? Just can't figure it out. I don't know either. But when I was at Fogbound Lake and saw a time gear for the first time... When I saw the time gear, why did my heart start pounding so wildly? I must be reading too much into this. My pulse raced when I saw the time gear. And the time gear's being stolen. There's no connection at all. You know, when I think about it, Asprey, I get this feeling that our expedition to Fogbound Lake took place a long time ago. Wasn't the view fantastic? It was like being in a dream. I wonder how Uxie's doing. Wonder if he's well. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have trusted them. Soon after they left, another Pokemon would come, but this one, it stole the time gear. I should have done it. I should have taken their memories when I had the chance. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're wrong. No one led me here. No one told me about this place. I've known about the presence of a time gear here for a long time. I have no quarrel with you, but I'm taking it with me. The third time gear. Where'd he put the other two? In his pockets? The next morning. Up and at 'em. It's morning. Oh, good morning. In his treasure bag, maybe. Save the adventure and run. And 3, smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Hooray. Let's do our best, just like we always do. What? What's going on? Okay, got it. Hold on. You two, Team Moomin. Pardon me? What's up? You've got yourselves some visitors. Visitors? They're waiting at the guild entrance. Go see them. Wonder who it is. Coco and Asprey. Hi there. Hey, it's you little guys. We heard we have visitors. Are you maybe those visitors? Yep. We wanted to ask Team Moomin for help. Help? Yep. We need your help finding a water float. Water float? Isn't that what you were looking for earlier? A water float? Yeah, someone said one was lying on the beach. We went there looking for it, but we didn't find it. Instead, this is what we found. A scrap of paper. There's writing on it. Coco read the message on the scrap of paper. Let's see, what does it say? The water float from the beach is now in our possession. Just try to take it from us. Wait in the deepest part of Ant Plains. That name sends a shiver down my spine. It gives me flashbacks. But knowing how weak and puny you are. I bet you can't even reach us. Shahaha. Can't handle it? Go cry to your big shot friends. Shahaha. Hey, this note, it's a ransom note, isn't it? You little guys, please don't even think about going. It's probably a trap. But the water float is very important to us. We really want to get it back. I can't take Azurill to a dangerous place. I said I would go too. It's too much for you. I don't want you getting into any scary scrapes. I went to Ant Plains by myself, but many electric-type Pokemon live there. I'm no match for them. I tried going many times, but I get knocked out right away. I just can't stand how weak I am. No problem. I know what to do. We'll go get the water float back for you. Really? You will? Yep. So no more tears. Okay, we're sorry to bother you about this. You should see your faces. All that crying and laughing. Come on. Don't worry, though. We'll get it back for you, we promise. Let's go, Asprey. Let's get to Ant Plains. I'm not even going to take partner Pokemon with me, because I am so confident in my Riolu and Coco. But, what do I got on me? You definitely should stay behind. Ring the bell. Monster houses start spawning now. Okay. I remember this part being, like, much later in the game. Probably because young me just took forever to make progress or something. Okay, 3 revivers, blue gummy, red gummy. Sleep seed. I probably should check some seeds. Open that box. Let's go stock up, Jack. Chat. Jack. You're not chat. Let's take out all my money and take a little look here. Bear. Hi, isn't the weather wonderful? Oh, look at that little bear, chat. He's talking about the wonderful weather. You two are settled into the guild, it seems. You went on an expedition, too. I'd say you're looking more and more like a true exploration team. I'm looking after your egg. It's doing fabulously well. Huh? The egg. Is it? Could it be? It's close to hatching. Could it be? Will it? Well, not quite yet. Give it a little more time. Come by. Takes eggs and looks after Pokemon responsible for carrying eggs. Can I only have one egg at a time? Looking after your egg. Alright. Let's go then. There are many kinds of treasures in the world. We've traveled far searching for those treasures. Want to hear what we're up to? We're on a hunt for a golden mask. It's an ancient mask from a long-lost civilization. Did you know anything about it? Chansey is scary. Shiny box. Open it up. If you get another egg, the egg turns into 1,000, or, yeah, 1,000 P. Wah. And so it is revealed within the box. Togepi-Doo. Is it like soda? Maybe? Sounds more hilarious to think about it that way. Stuck on him. Boost special attack, keep it in the treasure bag to apply to these people here. Alright. Fix my seat here, get a hair caught on me. I'm guessing I should just store this stuff. Now, what do you got for me here, Kecleon Brothers? Should I buy that white gummy for later? I'm gonna buy an extra reviver seed to play it safe, too. Can't use orbs in a boss room. I want to spend all my money right now, but... I know I was told to invest in white gummies. Roar, recycle, rainy orb, okay. Now let's store some stuff, and then take some stuff out. Sort. Put that away. Put these away. I got a twist band, I should just sell that. Wait, did I not store them? I think I hit the button. Oh, crying out loud. Items in storage. Blue gummy. Joy seed, we saving that for later too. My storage got like a massive buff there for things. Warp seed won't do crap for me. I just realized, I think the reason that it blocks orbs from being used in boss rooms is, imagine if you used an itemizer or a transfer orb in a boss fight. That would kind of lead to some silly cutscenes, wouldn't it? As for the rest of what we got here, should be fine. We take out the Pecha Scarf and sell it, though. I'm just gonna buy all the gummies. Let's do that. And now I'll sell some stuff. Spend all my money, but I'll get it back. I don't need this radar. Could recycle it, but not right now. Apple. Where is? There it is. Pecha Scarf, Twist Band. A little bit extra cash. Okay. And how many revivers I got? Okay. Perfect. Do I want to link anything now? Might be better to do that. Yeah. What if I linked... Can't move them like this. Hang on. Should have at least one link move going. Proceed. These two could do it. I'd hope. And for Coco... Ember and Feint Attack should be fine. Nope, that's good. Alright, now we store stuff. Welcome to the Dusknoir bag. There you go. A rest here forever, even if you want. And before I go, we gotta use the gummies to make drinks. Make sure everything goes well. Alright, let's get this out of the way. It's important for stack growth, chat. The blue and red one can be for Coco. The other two I'll take for me. Use non-aspirate here. This should be just fine. Shake it this way, shake it that way, stir it all around, and it's done. Pulpy black gummy. Oh, that sounds disgusting. A pulpy black licorice drink. What? Ugh. Okay, silver gummy. Who will drink this? Me. Added the silver gummy. Got a good feeling about it. Oh, yeah, I just realized this Silver Gummy Steel type drink sounds... Ugh. You'd just be like tasting like blood with that metallic sensation. Ew. IQ increase 2. Tastes like pennies. Oh, you're making it worse. I can mentally taste it now. Alright. Shake it this way, shake it that way, stir it all around. Got a good feeling about this one. Coco drank the drink. Okay, defense. What? IQ increase 2. And last one. Here you go, Coco. Added the blue gummy. Blue gummy juice. Self-cure. Okay, that's decent. Now then, here's Team Tasty again. Did you know there are other kinds of prize tickets? It seems you can win different prizes with different tickets. I heard that different kinds of prize tickets have something to do with Explorer rank. I'm really enjoying the big treasure prize tickets at the recycle shop. Can't get enough. Wonder if I'll win on my very first prize ticket. Ho ho ho. One day I'll win big. Browsing is just relaxing. What'll I do? Oh, Team Moomin, I've got something I want to ask you. Surskit took something of mine. I'd really like to take it back, track it down, and get it back. From Apple Woods, retrieve stolen item. That's a gold ribbon and a question mark. You know, I'll take that and do it later. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your help. Should make a save in case something goes wrong. Nope. Did a lot of stuff in management there. Alright, let's go to Ant Plains now, chat. There it is. Oh, you know, just a fun place up here. This must be the entrance to Ant Plains. Can't imagine what sort of creeps would do something like this. I mean, threatening little kids, like those brothers, really stinks. Let's make sure we get the water float back. Total items on the floor. Okay, let's use quick attack. That's not what I wanted to see here. But we'll take it. Items are right next to me. Warp Orb, Stun Seed. That will actually be helpful. I don't remember this track. Neat. Even though I haven't barely played, like, Battle Network. It feels like a Battle Network track in a way. Slender Wave Cave, but not as weenie. Alright, let's get a move on. Tons of experience points for these lads. 8 items. Could that mean a monster house will show up? Probably. I don't want to pick that up. Faux Fear. Actually, is that a ginseng? Not that I have any money on me, but... Elixir, okay. Okay, so that many items meant that there was a shop here. Is the takeaway. I should do that. Get out of the way. Oh, Elekid wants to join. Alright. I'm gonna have to send you back, though, because you're gonna waste my stuff. Send home. I'm so glad I can do that now and not have to carry them through the whole dungeon. What level were they before I did that? Nothing that matters much. I don't know why I didn't use a move there. 197. How close am I to another level? Nope. 2,800. 882. Also, something I noticed, chat, that Blue Rescue Team didn't have. Blue Rescue Team didn't have commas when it listed numbers in the thousands. You notice that? I've realized that this screen looked weird to me, and that's the reason why. There's commas now. What a strange thing to find weird. Okay. Did Elekid have Lightning Rod? I'm not sure. Is Lightning Rod an Elekid ability? Remember that. Pecha Scarf. There's a sellable. Break him. Ooh. Heavy box. Hello, Giraffe. And there's a level up. Pokemon can learn a new move. You don't need Imprison. You are never going to need Imprison in this game. 2, 2, 1, okay. Alright, floor 7. Imprison, stupid, broken. Imprison is like attract in this game? Oh. Well, I guess maybe I'll go to Electivire. How does Imprison work in this? Is it literally just how, like, attract worked in the previous game? Disables Pokemon. Okay. Alright, so there's none of that stuff about, having the same moves in this game, then. Oop, there's that. Alright, maybe... Probably would be better to put that over Confuse Ray, then, huh? Alright, I'll just go see Electivire. I didn't know they changed it. Also, my move's delinked. I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Shouldn't have let those delink, but I did. Insomnoscope. Not sure if I need that here. Fight will end them. Perfect. Also, you said monster houses can appear now, but didn't I see one earlier when I was doing an outlaw mission? That was when they had backup, though. That's kind of a different case. I guess it's expected to happen, but naturally in the dungeons, probably a thing now. Sleep Seed. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's take care of them before they mess me up. Trying to think right now. Alright, I should be good. It would be nice, but I didn't exactly know that Prison was busted like this game, or busted like Attract. Pokemon have genders in this game, so I can't really... Attract's not nearly as busted as it was before. Okay. Bite. Doesn't matter if I'm hungry, I'll be fine. Pearl Orb. Oh, crap. Okay, hang on. Oh, I have the white gummy on me? I forgot to store that. Damn it. Oh, no, I picked that. That's the gummy I picked up when I entered the dungeon. Never mind. Oh, save point here. It'd probably be better to put it in Prison over Confuse Ray instead of having both. Must be getting closer to the deepest part. I don't know what to expect, so we better be better go real carefully. Meanwhile, back at Treasure Town. Ah, I see. That's what happened to your water float. What a mean thing to do. So Asprey's team is on the way the way there now. Yep. They said they would go get it for us. Good for you. You can rest easy knowing Team Moomin is on the case. Yes, that's true. They once saved Azurill, too. We're so grateful for their help. Good day to you all. Is something the matter? Oh, hello, Dusknoir, sir. We're talking about Meryl's lost item. Do you remember? We discussed the very same thing here not long ago. Of course. I believe you're referring to the water float, yes? I seem to recall you'd heard it was on the beach. Exactly. But now there's more to the story. Ekleon explained to Dusknoir what had taken place. I see, that's terrible indeed. It's hard to imagine why anyone would do something so wretched. Must take some pathetic thugs to stoop so low. I couldn't agree more. To be so mean-spirited to children, and to children so young as these brothers, it's utterly unforgivable. One more thing. Where has Team Moomin gone? They went to Amp Plains. Pardon? Did you just say Amp Plains? But in Amp Plains at this time of year, it's the season for... Oh no, this is ruinous. Team Moomin is in grave danger. What? I must leave for Amp Plains immediately. Wait, what? Far Amp Plains. Items on this floor. Okay. Well, now I can just spam Force Palm. What is 3,788? Okay. Rough him up. No, not that one. Well, there's a critical hit I needed. Oopsie. Let me just use a bite. Should be good to get a move on here. Force Palm is gonna mess you up. 257. This music is funky. Level 22. Didn't leveled up. HP went up by 3. 1, 2, 2. It is nice how much experience I get like per kill off this. Is yeah. I'm leveling up so fast is what I'm trying to say. Reviver Seed. Oh, hey, I'd actually take that. Oh, damn, I missed. I wonder if I should just go for a level up before I move on, since I'm this close for Riolu. Hang on. Where you going, bro? Where you going, bro? Where you going, bro? Where you going, bro? Yeah, you stood no chance. There's a light box. Now what are we looking at here? 596. Free Oranberry. We will take that. I'm about to hit the next level. Come on. There it is. Level 22. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Perfect. Alright, should be good now. Far Amp Plains. You get fully healed when you enter a boss room, right? Like, it just replenishes you. I'm pretty sure. I don't recall if I checked. Yes, you do? Alright, perfect. Total items on this floor. No, you don't. You ain't going nowhere. Jeez, I could probably get another level if I really wanted to. 2,000 on you already? Level up so fast. Set move can't be used. Gonna make use of these somehow. Alright, I'm not too worried about the boss. This boss, I think many of us when we were kids struggled with this one. Very least, it kicked your ass like once or twice. When you have no idea what you're really doing. We'll see here. Oh, hang on, a box. So it seems like enemies just kind of spawn already holding a box sometimes. Far Ant Plains. Okay, I'm just gonna go. First time playing Time, I actually reset the game out of frustration. Yeah. I remember it took me a few tries, at very least. Sleep Seed. I want to take that. Got another white gummy. Just gonna eat an apple. I want to take stuff to also sell, you know what I mean? Let me just ingest this so I can spam more Force Palm along the way. Yeah, let's do this. So much experience, jeez. Imagine if I was smart enough to keep my, like, Link move for this. Hang on. Shockwave. I could probably take that and sell it too. Curl is kind of eh. Alright. Have I reached the maximum bag limit yet? Hang on a second here. Oh, what an intimidating place. Wow. How frightening. It seems like lightning can strike here at any time. We should get away from a place as scary as this as fast as... Huh? Over there. Could that be the water float? Let's get a closer look. Why? Why did you come here? This is our territory. There's someone here. Let's hide. So you're gonna hide like that? That's kind of cute. Alright. We'd actually be grateful if you kept doing that. We'll sneak quietly to get as close as we can. Alright. Let's take him out. Oh, this is not good. We'll surely be defeated if we stay here. Who are you? Show yourself. Ha ha ha. My name is Manectric. I am the leader of these Electrike. Wait, what? What? Now prepare to fight? Wait, what? This is... What? Wait, did they change this? Yeah, these are... It's like a Luxray and a bunch of Luxio in Time and Darkness. I didn't know this was changed. I don't remember this. Shinx became a starter in Sky, so that's why. I guess. Now prepare to fight. Oh. Well, now suddenly I'm not scared anymore. It's just a bunch of Electrike. Look at them. They're all pathetic. They couldn't do a thing to hurt me. They're so pitiful. They're just a bunch of losers. They're just a bunch of losers. They can't do anything, chat. Look at them. Alright. Now then. Don't die there. Here, I'll take over for you here. They're just a bunch of losers. They can't hurt me. Look at these losers, chat. Look at these losers trying to finish this fight. Weenies. Absolute. I feel kind of bad for them, so do I. There they go. Unable to do a thing. Oh no, look, they hurt me. I'm gonna eat my orange berry. Absolute weenies. Oh no! They had to sit there and watch their friends get their ass kicked. Doesn't Luxio have Intimidate, right? Like, they couldn't do a thing. That was pathetic. Roar. You dare? Wait just a second. Yeah, Luxio and Luxray have Intimidate. So, yeah, they absolutely nerfed the hell out of this boss fight. Oh my god. All that build up to this. Wait just a second. We honestly didn't come here to make claims on your territory. Enough. Take this. Stop. Stop this instant. Their words are sincere. They trespass. They don't intend to make claims on your territory. Dusknoir? You. Who are you? I am the explorer Dusknoir. Manectric, you have every right to be angry, especially in light of what your tribe has suffered on these grounds. Your hostility toward any that trespass here is natural. This place is your haven, a place where you find solace. I understand that completely. On behalf of these unwitting trespassers, I offer the sincerest apology. They entered here unbidden, but did so without malice. They mean no harm. We will leave you in peace as soon as our errand is complete. Please believe me, Manectric. You seem to know much about us, Dusknoir. You make the claim that they mean no harm. So be it. I choose to believe your words. I will allow you some time. I expect you to be gone by our return. Come. You. Thank you, Dusknoir, sir. You saved us. But who are they? A group of Manectric and Electrike. They are a nomadic tribe that always stays on the move. They roam in constant search of places that are hospitable to them. And Amp Plains is often lashed by thunderstorms this time of year. They find it to their liking, so they dwell in Amp Plains this time of year. But tragically, they were once attacked by enemies here without warning, and understand they have suffered terrible injuries. Ever since, Manectric's group has been very sensitive about trespassers here. So if anyone trespassed upon these grounds, well, they would strike first for fear of being stricken. Somehow, at some point, that became a law among Manectric's group. Oh, I get it. That's why they wanted to fight us. No wonder they refused to hear our arguments. Oh, I forgot something. I thought I saw the water float over there. It's here. This is it. Dusknoir, sir, this is... There's no mistaking it. Without a doubt, this is a water float. Really? We did it. Let's return the item to Meryl and his little brother right away. I don't get it, though. How did the water float end up here? I would imagine that it was put there deliberately. Whoever did this knew you would eventually get to this spot. The fact that Manectric protects its territory is well known. Someone expected a confrontation between you and Manectric. You were set up. Wasn't that your intention? You sneaking scoundrels. Pardon? It's about time you came out of hiding and showed yourselves. So you knew all along. No point in hiding, then. Hey, it's you thugs. Whoa! Hehehe. Ho ho ho. So you guys did it, but why? Whoa! We were gonna wait for you to get stomped by Manectric. Then we were gonna step in and mop up afterward. But we did count on this guy's meddling. Shall we settle this? Oh, sure, if it wasn't just team movement. If it was just team movement, you could bet that we'd rough him up good. But against world-famous Dusknoir, oh, that's a different story. Let's skedaddle, boys. Yeah! What stinkers. I'm never gonna forgive them for this. They certainly are quick when it comes to skedaddling. I'm afraid our effort would be wasted if we were to give chase now. I think we should deliver the water float to the young brothers. Would you like to save your adventure? Alright. Well, that was fun, but I don't remember that boss fight being changed. Huh. Oh, wow, we got our water float back. They certainly made that fight a lot more underwhelming. Well, it used to be, like, legit scary. Especially when Intimidate on all those guys in the other game, it just made it really hard to do anything with physical attacks. Oh well then. Yay, thank you, really. You saved Azurill way back when, and now this? I don't know how we could ever thank you. Intimidate and Discharge they had. Yeah. That would hurt. But really, Thank you. Oh, please, it's okay. If you want to thank anyone, thank the great Dusknoir. If Dusknoir hadn't been there, we wouldn't be here now. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dusknoir, sir. No trouble at all. I'm very happy for you. It's wonderful that your water float has come back to you. I must say, it is so like the great Dusknoir to be so modest. And I must say that Team Moomin has also been superb. After all, the team has again completed a difficult job. When rescuing Azuro, you are so fast at pinpointing the child's whereabouts. And so fast at reaching our young friend, too. Oh, about the Azuro rescue, we have to admit something. It would be great if it happened the way Kecleon said. That's not exactly the truth. We didn't pin down Azuro's location before we rescued him. My partner just happened to see it in a dream. Excuse me? A dream, you say? By dream, what do you mean? Oh, that's right. Maybe the great Dusknoir will know what it means. You see, my partner occasionally gets these weird dizzy spells when touching something or someone. And then my partner sees or hears events that happened in the past, or just about to happen in the future. What? Well, that's the dimensional scream. What? Dusknoir, sir, you really know something about this? In that case, should we ask if Dusknoir knows even more? Ask about what? Oh, right. About my own forgotten past. It's okay to ask, right? Dusknoir, sir, we were wondering if we could get your advice about something. I see. So you found our friend unconscious right here. Yep, this is the exact spot. Then you regained consciousness, though you'd lost your memory. Yes, with the memory of a name, and the memory of being a human before this. I beg your pardon. Human? But our friend here seems to be a Pokemon in every obvious way. It's true. I guess this is beyond the great Dusknoir's understanding. But we're sure that something caused my partner's memory loss. And caused the transformation from human to Pokemon. A human with the Dimensional Scream ability. You said you know your name, at least. And that name would be... Asprey told the name to Dusknoir. I see. You're Asprey. Does that name ring a bell? No. It means nothing to me, unfortunately. What? Did I just see the faintest... Did Dusknoir just hide the faintest of smiles? Or did I imagine that? I'm sincerely sorry I couldn't help you with that. However, I do know about the ability Asprey possesses. Really? What is it? The ability to see the future or past by touching something. That ability is known as the Dimensional Scream. Dimensional Scream. Indeed. How such an ability is learned, that is unknown. But sounds and images slice across the boundaries of time, breaching objects and reaching into Pokemon to manifest as visions. And that is all that I know about the extraordinary ability. So, Asprey has an ability as special as the Dimensional Scream. Well, perhaps this is why we became friends, to help unravel the secret of Asprey's transformation into a Pokemon. I offer you my full cooperation. Oh, you will? Yes, to be perfectly candid. I can't stand knowing that there's something I don't know. Quite honestly, this is the full truth of it. Ha 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 ha. It's reassuring to know that we have your help, Dusknoir, sir. Isn't it great, Asprey? Hey, look at all the Pelipper. They're circling above us. There seems to be a lot more flying than usual. Could something be the matter? Hey. Oh, hello, Bidoof. I finally found y'all. What's the hurry? You're all out of breath. The call's been put out. All the apprentices are to report to the guild immediately. Uh-oh, something's up. I will go with you. Hurry, everyone. Would you like to save your adventure? Alright. Chapter 11. Grovyle the Thief. Huff Puff. Come on, hurry! Everyone's here, yep. Sorry, everyone. We just got told the call went out, so we came running. What's going on? Another time gear was stolen. What? Not another one? From where now? Where was this time gear stolen from? Well, what's the problem? It happened somewhere you don't want to talk about? Wait. It wasn't the one from... Yes, it was. This time, the time gear from Fogbound Lake was stolen. Huh? But how? The time gear that was at Fogbound Lake? Only we knew about that, right? So how could this happen? It couldn't be that a member of the guild talked, could it? What? That was uncalled for. Hey! Don't trust your fellow members? Sorry, that was uncalled for, you're right. No one would break our promise to keep it a secret. It just never happened. I wasn't thinking. I know no one would ever do that. I'm sorry. Well, it's no wonder you'd leap to that conclusion. I mean, this horrible thing did happen right after our expedition. Just one moment. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. There was a time gear at Fogbound Lake? I did not know that. Did I not hear quite a different tale about your recent expedition? I recall being told your expedition to Fogbound Lake ended in failure. I apologize, Great Dusknoir. We made a promise, so we couldn't even tell you, Dusknoir. Anyway, a lone intruder slipped into Fogbound Lake, knocked out Uxie, and made off with the time gear. Uxie? Is Uxie alright? Yes, Uxie is fine. He's under protection of the Magnezone squad. No need to worry. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Wait, there's more. According to Uxie's victim statement, the intruder's identity has been revealed. Confess up. What kind of critter are we dealing with? There's already a wanted poster up for the thief. See for yourselves. Bum. This Pokemon goes by the name of Grovyle. Oof! That's one nasty piece of work. Grovyle. So this is the Pokemon. The thief who's stealing the time gears. This wanted poster just arrived. It was issued based on Uxie's statement. It arrived as part of an all-points bulletin. Oh, by that figures, that's why all those Pelipper were flying around. Officer Magnezone obviously doesn't want things to see things worsen. They put a remarkably high bounty on the thieving Grovyle. We promised Uxie. We promised not to reveal the secret of Fogbound Lake. But then this happened. We didn't leak the secret, but I'm ashamed to show my face in front of Uxie now. Hey, here's what sticks in my craw. The view there has been ruined. And hey, just can't forgive that. Hey, Guildmaster. Guildmaster? Yumcha! What? Squawk, squawk? Everyone, we'll catch Grovyle. We'll catch that thief. I vow it upon the name of Wigglytuff's Guild. Chat on, if you will. Yes? Okay, everyone. From here on out, we're putting our full force on capturing Grovyle. Do your best to bring Grovyle to justice. It goes without saying. Hey, there's no way we can let any more time gears get stolen. Come on, everyone. Let's pull together. Let's do it for Uxie. Wigglytuff. I believe I understand the situation now. I will join in your guild's pursuit of Grovyle. Oh, thank you, Great Dusknoir. Oh, golly, having the Great Dusknoir in our corner is mighty heartening. Hey, we're honored. No, it's my honor entirely. At present, the Guildmaster and I shall confer. We will devise a strategy for finding Grovyle. In the meantime, you should all start preparing to go on searches. Return here when you are ready to leave. Okay, everyone, let's outdo ourselves. Hooray! There they go. We should hurry and get ready. Let's start preparing with a visit to Treasure Town. Alright, what's going on now? I will lend my support to capturing that thieving Grovyle. Let us work together and catch that Grovyle. Alright, so what happens now? Wouldn't this be a point to save? Because that cutscene was pretty long, and we're over the 3-hour mark for today. Fair. The guild's Pokemon seem to be in a panic or something. Did something happen? Look at that bear. Look at that damn bear. Let's catch the thieving Grovyle. Hey, hey. I have to get a move on and pack. Huff, huff. There's these guys. We must capture that dreadful Grovyle. Well, I already have all my items and stuff. Let me just store some things right quick. That's all I gotta really do. Power Band, Pecha Scarf. I'll sell this stuff next time. Ish. White Gummies, good. Revivers, Sleep, Shockwave. I don't need these right now. Probably should grab in prison right quick. Am I gonna be entering cutscene hell for the next while? Because I'm really just kind of out of time for the day. And I don't have enough money. I don't have time. I'll get it next time. What do I have on me? Your bank balance. Alright, I'll just take it out. Can save at Chimecho, that's right. There's gonna be a cutscene every day. Alright. Let's get moves here. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Hang on, I do this. There it is, remember. Imprison. Afflicts the target enemy with a pause status. Pokemon with pause is incapable of action. Okay. Remember. Get rid of Confuse Ray. Here it goes. Crank it up. Bazat. Electivire. Success. Coco forgot Confuse Ray. Remembered imprisoned. Come see me again. I'm trying to go to the save room, but I'm just wondering, like, what happens now. Oh, great, I walked to a cutscene. Now I see everyone's with us. First and foremost, this should go without saying, Grovyle appears wherever time gears are located. But where are the time gears? That is the question, but we have no answer. And therefore, we have relied upon the great Dusknoir for ideas. Together, we've identified several locations where time gears may be found. We ask that everyone split into groups and investigate each of these potential sites. First, Loudred and Corfish. I'm assigning you to the Eastern Forest. That is a huge forest far to the east, of course. Got it. Hey, hey, we'll do our best. Next, Bidoof, Dugtrio, and Sunflora, we'd like you to search Crystal Cave. Yep, will do. Understood. Oh my gosh, I'll search hard. And finally, Asprey and Coco, you two are assigned to the Northern Desert. The Northern Desert? Correct. Open your Wonder Map. Okay. See this area? This area on the map is obscured by clouds, but the dry terrain starts in this area here. That's why it's rumored a vast desert extends to that point onward. We suspect a time gear is hidden in the depths of the desert. That is where we're sending you to investigate. Okay, we understand. What about me? Diglett will remain at the guild. We can't very well leave the guild completely unattended. Grogunk and I are staying behind at the guild, too. The work we do at the guild is important, too. Let's make sure we keep up our good work. Yes. Okay, let's find the time gears, everyone. Yota! Hooray. Okay. The Northern Desert is not only wide and deep, it is raked by vicious sandstorms. Please do take care. Will do. Thank you. Asper, let's try our best. Alright, so the next mission is established. That's about all the cutscene for now. This is a good place to save now. Because I ended up going a little bit longer than I wanted to, because cutscenes went on for a bit there. I thought I could just do Ant Plains and be done and be able to take a break there. Anyway. Yeah, I should remember to take Psyduck with me so I can negate sandstorm damage. Actually, it's not a bad idea. We'll have to do it next time, though, chat. I ended up going about 20 minutes, half hour over what I wanted. Anyhow, pretty productive episode, I would say. We got a lot done. We progressed in the story. Saw some more differences in the sky, specifically. We got the story has really started going here, so there's going to be a lot more of that next time, I would say. Anyhow, for YouTube, hope you enjoyed. Have a good night, and look forward to more soon. Bye-bye.